The streets of Salem were a terrifying sight. The witches dancing with the demons in the night. Their evil minions watch the town while it's in bed. Wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead. Old Reverend Paris knew that something was amiss. He felt the evil from a spiritual abyss. He knew the time had come to purify the town. Hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. The streets of Salem were a terrifying sight. The witches dancing with the demons in the night. Their evil minions watch the town while it's in bed. Wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead, wish 'em dead. Old Reverend Paris knew that something was amiss. He felt the evil from a spiritual abyss. He knew the time had come to purify the town. Hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down, hunt 'em down.
Okay. All right. So hopefully sound works. It's been a little bit every time I go, oh, does the sound work? Every time. So, I have got a different setup. So I have my mic now set up. I had to get a cable long enough because I stream from the couch now. How cool is that? I don't even have to be at my desk. What? Y'all on a big screen. But yeah, super cozy. It's pretty good. So it is a weird time to stream. So and I didn't really give anybody any warning or put this up. So people may trickle in later, maybe not. But I am going to press forward. That's what I'm going to do. I wanted to cover a couple things. One is this person, Shelly Abbott. And I've seen her before, but she's a little more on my radar lately because of the people she is getting support from and accepting. And it's gotten my attention. She really supports help from the swine, and I'm a little bit curious about that because I find that to be kind of gross. I think that any woman accepting help from him is seriously lost. Something's wrong because like this man collects ROs like candy, and it's a big fu to any woman that's tangled with him in the past with the way that he is. And I'm so unfond of folks that are so willing to switch sides as long as the really, really horrible person's on their side. So I just think that's really strange because it makes it about them. It's not about character. It's about utility. And that's kind of interesting. So like, we do things sometimes and we make choices and we all have competing desires. I could desire to do something that's usually against my code, and they can override that. And I go, well, I have that competing desire or temptation to act a certain way, but because I have these boundaries, I keep myself in check, kind of thing. And it's interesting because when I look at other people, I always wonder where those boundaries are and how they draw those up and how they think of it. And I think there's a lot of people that are just utilitarian or mercenary, and there's a lot of people who are, how do I say it, consequentialists, basically. If it doesn't harm me particularly, it's all fine. And so you'll see people switch the roles and stuff like that when it's them particularly. And so like suddenly the person that was the worst person in the world is now the best person in the world because that person defended you and is using all the terrible tactics like previously, but yeah, because of their Liz, hi, good to see you. Liz, you're always changing your avatar, so I'm like, who is that? Oh, it's Liz. So surprise. Okay. So I was just gonna kind of stream and kind of go through some weirdos here. Because why not? I had a little time on my hands, so why not? Let's get some sass going on here. The first person I'm just gonna kind of go over was this person, but actually I kind of wanted to show a video in front of the one that I was gonna originally show because it was just too funny, and now I can't remember where it is. Give me 1 second here. I just kind of thought it was hilarious. Let's see here. Maybe it's the intro. Oh, I bet it is. Let me see. Is it this? No. 1 second. I should have had this queued up, and I didn't even think about it until just now, and I thought, oh, I should probably queue that up. I am the worst. I am the worst because I'm very like shoot from the hip and ask questions later. So I'm the worst. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Oh my gosh, this is scrolling so slow. Scrolling. Oh, there was something I specifically want. Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh no, I went past it. Ah. Okay. So what I did was I took my mouse and I just kind of released the scroll wheel and spun it real fast, and it went too crazy. There we go. Whenever I see a bullying title in a stream, I just love to click on it, and see, oh, this isn't the one. Maybe it's another one. Hang on. I'm disappointed. Maybe it's this one. Oh my goodness. I'm failing at life. Let me see here. Oh, that sucks. If I can't find it in the next minute, I'm just going to go on with what I originally had. But that's so weird. I thought that's really interesting. Anyway, that's fine. It's irrelevant. We will watch what we watch. So that was totally informative. So let me go ahead and I will stop my square screen and reshare. Present. Shelly is asking, is she being canceled? Is she being canceled? So we're gonna see. Shelly feels like she's being canceled by, I guess, a group of people. And so I was gonna just see what she had to say, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Here we go.
Headphones. I don't know if it's my cell phone. That, and I might get a second selfie stick or something to keep down here because I think mine's upstairs. And then when I'm upstairs, it's downstairs. It's never on the floor that I'm filming. And I want to keep one on the upper level and one on the lower level of the house. Gross. And it is raining outside.
Did she just say that she's going to keep two phones on different levels of the house?
And yeah, I have people looking at me like I'm crazy. The kids are getting on the bus to go to school, the high school kids. I believe they're at least middle school, high school kids. They're not the little kids. So this is one thing about filming videos this early in the morning on my front porch is everyone's outside. Probably thinking I'm crazy.
Yeah, that would be awkward. I wouldn't do that. Maybe you have a backyard. Do you have a back porch or something? Maybe do that there.
Time. And so everyone will hear about that. And I did not get a chance to see Wicket because Graham went to bed early.
Defying gravity.
And my kids were hanging out on the porch. I'm really, really shaky because it's really, really cold outside.
Put clothes on.
Okay. So the family was.
You could layer
so
even.
I spent time with them. Was waking up. It's payday. So Mike has paid.
No wonder why you're cold. You're exposed.
Bill, which is $199.99. Our electricity bill. The compromised gaming, which is one of the kids' gaming laptops that we've had.
Who wants to pay her bill? Anybody?
Don't, financing. We've been financing it for like 2 years or so. I think it has like 4 payments left of something. 100 something, 200 something. I don't remember.
You know what's hard with that is there is this, talk. People that don't have a lot of money or poor people tend to pay more. And one of the ways that people are predatory on people that don't have money or credit is things like leasing, lease to own. And lease to own used to be something that you'd see with like furniture only, but now you're seeing it with more expensive electronics as well. And in the end, the person will always pay, usually at least for a computer, $500 more at least. When they do that. But like if you are somebody that your kid's really into gaming and the computer's like $1,200, I mean I can see why people do it, but in the end you always end up paying more. And that's the thing about those sort of things is they are a bit predatory, unfortunately.
I'm not sending my kid's computer back now. It's almost sending kid off. What else did he had to pay? The internet bill.
They me grifting.
The Xfinity Wi-Fi situation.
They're laughing.
We already paid May's rent the last month of April or the last week of April. So we own our car. We own our shit and car insurance. like some root car insurance is what Mike has. So we did all of that. It is so cold out, and I've been out here for a while, but I wanted to get a few minutes of a vlog filmed before I go in for the day. Selfie stick, Shelly. It's too cold for this nonsense.
Put on clothes.
So yeah, Mike is going to go out. We still take one of our kids every time. But my mom's, we used to do that on Wednesdays for laundry day. We would take Mike would take turns taking a kid out. Well, today's grocery shopping day. And so Mike is taking my daughter this time to go grocery shopping.
Gosh, I thought I talked about irrelevant things.
Get things for us. And so, yeah, that's my day. I really have to
It's riveting.
get off of here so I stop shaking the phone because I'm probably making you all sick.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
I don't know
Put
how long
something
this
like
video,
to hold
this
it.
vlog is going to be. I know a lot of people want me probably to address. See, some of my subscribers don't know. That's why I don't address it on my channel anymore. Because my subscribers don't want to hear the drama. They don't care for the drama.
Oh, I want to
They're
hear
not
the
here to
drama.
watch
Tell
drama.
me
They're
about
here
the
to watch my
drama.
family. They're here to watch me go to the food pantry, normalize my life, talk about funny stories, just
Food pantry?
talk about what it's
What?
like to take care of someone on hospice. Just my life. That's my channel. Lifestyle.
I know you keep repeating that you
when I'm
are
done for
a
that day,
caretaker
it's
over and over
documented
again.
like a
So
diary.
we think you're a saint.
Well,
You're
sometimes
just a
it's
saint. Oh my
cringy and
God.
embarrassing, and I really don't care. This has been my channel since like before the summertime. After I did anti-mommy vlogger stuff, this is what I switched to. This is what I'm comfortable with. And anyway, and this is what makes me money.
Being
Even
that
if it's
you're
just $100
anti, you will
for
know
school,
that
I'll be
this is
thankful.
fair use commentary.
Be thankful if I could just cash out $100 every month. Anyway, dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say now. I'm not addressing the drama.
You're not addressing it.
Clown. I can't believe for that side I'm going to say clown, clownity, clown.
Did you learn that from Wolf?
Because that's what I used to say about the other side.
The
I'm not
clowns.
gonna say, I'm being canceled. No one likes me. Apparently, all of my friendships were lies. They just sat and heard me whine and cry. And I did
Could
not
it be
listen
you?
to much of the live streams. And look, a lot of people will tell you that they don't watch and they secretly do. Especially that side watches everything. I'm one that's been honest, and I can tell you I did not listen to all of Terry's live stream. No. I clicked it. Mike clicked it. He's like, I'm going to say something. I was like, don't you dare. Because he's listening. He listened to me in that voice, in those group chats for 2 years. I've been in that chat for almost 2 years now. And he's listened to a lot of the voice notes.
Your poor husband.
I told him,
He wants to be involved in all that.
Were going on in the group chat. So he's aware of stories and background histories of people. And he was like, I can't believe this. This is insane. And
oh, he's a gossiper with us.
In the world
put him on.
Ever
Gossip away, husband.
The Hogs would ever do anything to defend me. Mike and I were talking about that last night. It is a whole parallel universe right now. It is like the upside down world from Stranger Things. What in the world is happening on YouTube?
What is
where the
happening?
Hogs are defending me, and my side hates me. What is happening?
So you shouldn't be happy. Oh, I love this pause. Screenshot. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is hilarious. You shouldn't be happy that the Hogs are defending you. That's a really bad sign. That is a really bad sign. You should probably start checking yourself and deciding what you are actually involved in. Because I don't know your friends before, really. I don't know much, but I do know that that's a bad sign for sure. And you seem happy about it, which is really weird. You're happy about a man who is defending you, who collects ROs on women like candy in both real life and then also online. And you're happy about that? You think it's funny? I wouldn't think that was funny. That would probably worry me. That would be a bad sign. I don't know. But okay. We'll talk about your upside down universe.
Happening right now. It is crazy. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the drama. I'm being canceled, but you can't cancel someone who is
already canceled,
who doesn't care if they're canceled. Like,
oh, I thought it was because you're
I've done
irrelevant.
nothing
I'm sorry.
Other than want to talk to other people. Anyway, I just people are getting on like, ugh. And the only thing I want to clear up is when I bought Taboo Topic's daughter a necklace for Christmas, it was not with GoFundMe money, and I want to prove it because I want to. Here's Mike's paycheck after we moved in.
Did you just You buy Miss Meg things? Did she have her daughter call you grandma? You're just like grandma. Thank you so much. Because there's that love bombing thing that happens. Did you experience that? Are you Lily's grandma?
And the GoFundMe money was spent on the deposit. First month's rent here.
This is
Moving
so
truck,
random.
moving boxes, all moving costs.
Like,
moving
we need to
related
look
things.
at your account. This is
Here's his
bizarre.
paycheck after we already moved.
This is not normal.
And here's my receipt where I sent her daughter a necklace. So that money that I bought her necklace was from Mike's paycheck.
$6.59
on a necklace because there was no GoFundMe money left. Mike had to put money into the moving costs. Like, it's crazy, guys. It's so crazy.
So it's a GoFundMe
But this is
scandal.
where we're at in life, where everyone's like in an uproar because I bought a child a necklace. A child a necklace. Because I thought, I know what it's like to have a GoFundMe and a wish list for my kids. I'm going to buy a necklace. And I spent $5 of Mike's money on the wildfire in California. I haven't been able to donate much since we lived here. I donated more when we lived at my mom's to different Facebook
This is a really weird angle.
Like Facebook fundraisers and stuff, but not much lately because I can't afford it. And my donations are very small, $5, $10. I can't do $25, $50 donations like I used to do. And I was a big donator. My mom included used to donate a lot to people's fundraisers.
You're just a saint.
On Facebook, especially family members. Like, you know how you do the birthday fundraisers. So
I'm noticing
it's
something
been a while
here.
since I've been able to donate big, but when I can donate, I do. Put a clip-on microphone.
Oh no, I clicked a button. Let me go back to where it was.
I did not get a chance to see Wicked. The other side. I'm not gonna say I'm being canceled. No one likes me. Apparently, all of my friendships were lies. They just sat and heard me whine and cry. And I did not listen to much of the live streams. And look, a lot of people will tell you that they don't watch and they secretly do. But you can't cancel someone who is not going.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back to where I was. I hit a button.
Donated more when we lived at my mom's.
There we go.
To different Facebook donations.
I had to look for the nostrils.
Fundraisers and stuff, but not much lately because I can't afford it. And my donations are very small, $5, $10.
So this is interesting. So there's an interesting thing going on here. And I'm noticing it opens up with money and bills and things are hard. And then it opens up with that. And then it's, I gave my $6 gift to Meg's kid because, of course, Meg has like a million grandmas, giving things to their kid. And then it moves to... I'm just a saint and I donate to California fires and here and there. And now it's probably going to move to, I don't know how we're going to make it. Let me see where this goes. I'm just curious because we've seen them grift and we've seen this before.
I can't do $25, $50 donations like I used to do. And I was
$50 donations?
My mom included used to donate a lot to people's fundraisers on Facebook, especially family members. Like, how you do the birthday fundraisers. So
birthday fundraisers are stupid.
It's been a while since I've been able to donate big, but when I can donate, I do. And I've told people in the past, we adopted families for Christmas and bought them gifts. Mike's dog does Toys for Tots, and we used to buy a bunch
Angel
of stuff
Tree.
For
There's
Tots.
Angel Tree.
When I got that money from my dad, like the life insurance policy money, I donated really big that year. I donated a lot, and I'm not a bad person, and I don't care what people have to say.
Okay.
And
all right. Hang on.
Want to say that we were never friends with.
Okay. Donating is a very kind gesture, yes, but there's a lot of bad people that donate. And so sometimes it's to feel better about yourself, or sometimes it's a tax write-off or whatever. So donation is sort of it's nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're a good or bad person. You're not a bad person for not donating if you can't, like to some good cause, or there's so many causes that you can't possibly donate to every cause, right? So just like donating to a cause doesn't necessarily make you a particularly good person. It's a nice act, but it's one piece to a bunch of actions, right? So I don't know. It's interesting that you think that your ability to donate makes you a good person. So that tells me your motivation is more, instead of empathy, it's I want to feel good about myself. Interesting.
Shelly, the whole time makes me think of Mrs. Doubtfire. The whole time.
God, the whole time you would, the whole time.
So apparently I was being talked about the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
Which is shocking.
Shocking.
That they were talking about me the entire time behind the scenes. That everyone thought I was a secret op. That no one likes me to begin with. And it's like, okay, girls, you are valid. You do you, boo-boo. Like, if that's what you need to do, you got freaking...
You got graffiti on your bricks.
You got popcorn mad because my kids got a trampoline. But I thought they were shut-in Stockholm kids that don't get out. Now she's mad because they get to go outside. Just like, lady, I pay $33 every 2 weeks for this trampoline on per pay. She financed it. I've been financing crap since we moved in here. No one knew the difference. I still pay my bills. In fact, today I got paid. BG&E bill paid. Internet bill paid. Car insurance paid.
Yeah, we pay those bills too.
My son's gaming laptop paid. And yeah, before anyone starts complaining about the dang gaming laptop, I think we had like 4 payments left on that thing. So we got it like 2 years ago. So
Shelly, I'm just going to tell you a tip. I'm going to tell you a tip. When you're defending yourself, you really just don't have to go this far. Like with showing your account and stuff. This is weird. This is how you become a lulz cow, because how you become a lulz cow oftentimes is when you get pushed into sharing more and more information that you ought not to share. Besides being usually a terrible person or absolutely just ridiculous. But yeah, that it's not normal to have to share all that. Unless this is sort of a fundraiser scandal or something like that, then maybe, but I mean, we all have those sort of bills. We all pay electric bills and water bills and stuff like that. So like that's normal. Whether or not you think it's like a good idea to finance a computer or not, I just know that you're going to end up paying more, but that's the thing. Financing a trampoline, I would definitely not do. Computer, I'm more sympathetic to, but trampoline is like, what?
It's my kid's computer that he uses a lot. So, yeah, you got popcorn complaining the kid has a trampoline. She's complaining that the kids get to eat because we went to the food pantry. And I filmed it because I know that there are other people that rely on that too. And it's not shameful. And it's just gross that you're mad that kids get to eat food. Like, shut up. Sit down, shut up. No one cares. No one cares what you have to say.
It's a weird hill to die on.
You're still over there crying that the kids are jumping on trampolines and they're outside eating food. You know what? I'm about to put the kids on the trampoline with the food pantry food. Like, lady, like, stop. You're being a disgruntled pelican again, and it's not a good look for you.
Pelican?
You started, like, really early in the morning, and you were stomping your feet. Teenage. I was a teenager. I don't know what she was saying. It was funny. I didn't watch hers, but I did watch Michelle's commentary on it. Top notch. Loved it. Funny. But, yeah, their commentary was hilarious. And, valid.
This angle is just killing me.
And said a lot of the things that I would have said. What else?
Boundaries.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
boundaries.
Canceled. And the ones that don't want to watch me anymore, sayonara. Goodbye. See you later, alligators or wild crocodiles.
After wild crocodile.
I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you want to unsubscribe to me. I don't care if I'm the villain in your story and I've been the worst terrible person on earth. I don't have enough.
I can't see you being a villain. That would require a little more finesse, I think, maybe.
Energy or willpower to deal with any of it. I thought about doing my own commentary to use people's live streams. I was like, no.
You could totally do that. It's fair game, right?
I just think about happiness, happy thoughts, think happy thoughts.
I think of happiness. In this house, we think of happiness. I have a live, laugh, love poster on my wall. Just kidding. Gross. Yeah. Okay. Happiness is an emotion that comes and goes. And so you can think about that emotion that comes and goes and think, oh, happy. But that'll come and go. Like, I don't.
Peter Pan.
Oh, it's Peter Pan. Did you know she broke some ribs doing this? Yeah, she broke some ribs.
I think of the fact that I wake up every day breathing is a
Breathing.
luxury.
That's intense.
And
Gretchen,
I
hi.
see life in a different way, especially taking care of someone on hospice. I see a life a whole different type of way. And people still are sitting here being 40 and 50 plus years old, crying on the internet about Shelly Abbott. And it's going to be like that till the end of time. I will be the villain and who's up.
I mean, what are you, 50? So you're probably on here and doing the same thing that you're complaining about, and that's fine. 1 second, please. Sorry for that. I got interrupted.
Whatever story I need to be. I will be Bozo. You can strap the big red nose. Make a YouTube short. Put me in a big red nose. Even though I didn't like Jughead, she did make some funny shorts about me. Take some lessons from Juggy Jug because she made some funny stuff about me, even though I don't like her. But put a big red nose on me. Call me Bozo because I really don't care. These women, it's crazy to get online. And I used to do it with mommy bloggers, so I can kind of understand to a degree, but I grew out of it. They got online and was just like, bleh. That's all I hear is, bleh, Shelly out of bleh, Shelly, bleh, Shelly.
Don't do that with your tongue. It scares me.
This, bleh. And I'm like, girl, chill. Like, take it down a notch. Turn it down a little. But that's how they are. But yeah, so go make my videos.
I mean, weren't they also in the pig pen at one point too? So like, I mean, what do you expect?
I don't want to talk about any more of the drama, but I'm addressing it.
But you are talking about it. So why don't you just talk about it instead of like, I'm going to dance around it and then be like, I'm above it. Yeah, right.
Because, people probably like, what's her take? What's her take? My take is have fun. Have fun.
My take is vapid. Got it.
Have fun, motherfuckers. No, I'm kidding. Have fun, ladies. If this is what you need to do to validate yourselves and pat yourselves on the back, you're fine. I love that journey for you. I love that journey for all of you. And you guys can do it. You do you, like I said. Woman power. And is that
by women power
microphone so that I can.
Oh, I did it again. By women power, you mean having Roadhog defend you? Do you mean that?
Short, put me in a big red nose, even though I didn't.
Oh yeah, we talked about your bozo nose. Let me go back. I think it's over here that I need to be. There we go.
But yeah, I wish everyone the best. And if everyone wants to get online and go, bleh, at 9-10 in the morning.
Gosh, I would make a GIF of that.
I do find it funny that the first thing Coughlin thought when she woke up is to go in her office and be like, I'm going to talk about Shelly and the kids' trampoline and how the kids have food. Bleh, 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 bleh. All right, now I'm going to go to work.
I think people just get they get mad if you prioritize things funny. And sometimes some people end up with financial trouble because they're prioritizing bills really funny. And so if you're complaining about things are really tight and really hard and you have to do all this stuff, and then they see something that is a luxury item, then they're gonna sometimes point it out. So I would imagine it's something to do with that.
I'm like, oh my goodness, lady, why are you so angry? I'm gonna roll around. I'm gonna film myself jumping on this trampoline. It's gonna make her so mad. She's big mad, big mad.
Oh, please film yourself jumping on the trampoline. Do it. Do it. Please.
Stay big mad, lady. My kids get
This
big
is
energy.
bouncing.
My kids get to eat and have a trampoline while you're sitting in your office going, Shelly, have it. Come down, Shelly. She reminds me of my dad's mom, Jean. Shelly. Like, Shelly's the evil. Shelly's the devil. Stay classy. Stay classy. Some of these people, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm cold. And my grandmother should be waking up soon. And people were like, why are you spending time with your grandmother? She's asleep. She's asleep. I checked on her. She's sleeping. It's early in the morning still. I get up early to start filming my vlog for the day. But yeah, that's my take on
She's locked in the basement. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
the drama. Cancel me, uncancel me, throw me off the internet. I'm still here. If anything has taught me, if all of this drama over the course of me being a YouTuber has taught me anything, is to never delete your channel, never back down, and always continue to make content. I don't care if it's to tell you that the grass is green today.
No regrets, bro.
What you do is not going to faze me one bit. I am sitting back and I'm enjoying it because it's hilarious and it is funny watching all of these women in an uproar. I love it. I absolutely love it. So keep it up. Keep talking. Help me with those views. I want to do something fun with the kids for the summertime. So keep it up. You guys are amazing. Even though
see,
you
there
guys
was
don't
an
like me,
invitation to review her right there.
I'm just going to be more annoying in your face. I hope everyone's having an amazing day.
You are pretty annoying, actually.
Alligator.
Okay. Well then, Shelly. So interesting. Is this a lulz cow? Potentially. That is Shelly Abbott, and she is in some drama-rama, and she really wants you to know that she's a good person and caretakes for her grandma, and that she bought a trampoline and a computer, and people are like, but you asked like you were tight on money and you needed to pay bills, and they're like, what did you pay? What did you do this with this and this? And she's like, oh, you haters, blah. That was her response, literally, blah. She stuck her tongue out. And yeah, she's just a little bit odd. Yeah, maybe a proto lolcow. We're not sure yet. She got my attention because she was getting defended by a road hog of all things, and he's just disgusting. And so she, I guess, is in the pig pen now, I guess. And then I saw her in Wolf Den family as well. She's getting all the bestest friends, all the greatest friends. Interesting. What grandma wouldn't want a trampoline? Yep. Put grandma on the trampoline. Yep, exactly. No, I don't think grandma can do that. But anyway, well, okay. So Shelly's got some drama-rama going on here. Yeah, when they fall on your nose like that, it always makes you look kind of like that nosy neighbor or something like that. Yeah. So let me go ahead and we're gonna go flip to Megan and Wolf. There is this complete audio mayhem on their channel. I mean, yesterday, or no, maybe a couple days ago, I don't know, 2 streams ago, Jackie's talking about, but this rabbit is cool. My rabbit. And she's talking about my little fuzzy cute rabbit. And then like Wolf swearing in the background, rah, 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 rah. And she's like, my rabbit, all at the same time. Wolf's talking and complaining, and you clowns, effing clowns, pull up. And she's like, my rabbit. And then I don't know, Megan's saying something, and all three of them are just talking about three different subjects at the same time. And their streams are just like do that often, and it's really funny to me. But if you have like audio sensitivity, I just want to warn you, sometimes they do that. And I think it's hilarious, but it's absolutely cacophony. It's bizarre. They just all start talking at once, and nobody says my bad and stops. They just keep talking, and like, I don't know. It's just really funny when they do that. So that can happen sometimes. There is like this sanctimonious speech from Tiffany that I kind of want to watch in this one, because I found her so bloody annoying, so annoying. And so I definitely want to do that. So if you don't know who Meg is AKA Flowers, Meg the Betrayer. Meg is a mod for Steve McRae. Meg is a mod for EKC. Meg is a mod / person in the Roadhog Piggy Bank, and Meg has a attack wolf named Wolf, who wants everybody to pull up so he can fight them for some reason. And so these two are just ridiculous. So yeah, rabbits are not kosher. Okay, so don't eat the rabbit. Literally don't eat the rabbit. So. All right, so let me go ahead and play this.
Trixie wiped a bunch of her videos today too, at the same time as Alice deactivated. So if that doesn't tell you that Alice is Trixie, I don't know what does.
Oh,
or at least if you're calling version people, she at least one of them. So fuck them. Oh, I don't care. Y'all can go to hell. Everyone of you. Okay, y'all scheme and plot this shit.
Yeah, you know she's kind of dumb, but you're probably thinking of the one that you
hate your own words on screen. Stop. It's saying shit. Stop being evil. Yeah.
But
Nikki used to be really dumb.
Yeah, top to bottom.
Oh, well, I'm outside right now, but when I go back inside in a second, I'm going to show y'all. Michelle made a comment saying that we spoke poorly on her grandson, right, or grandchildren, and that did not happen because when Tammy Sue was on this panel.
And there's a lot of Nikki's, so I guess I should clarify. Nikki had a name, and this is her name. Her name was formerly Repressed Whore, okay? And she used to say to Steve, I could give you a BJ for 3 hours while you play Xbox. She said that on a live, and I was like, if you're doing that, first of all, gross, Steve. Bleh. Second of all, if it takes 3 hours, you're doing it wrong. or somebody's flute isn't working, one of the two.
A few days ago, she said she hopes that they're doing well, and Wolf and I agree with her. And I'm going to play the clip to prove it and show you that she lied to when she made that comment, because nobody said a cross word about her kids. We don't wish any kids any ill will. And
they keep saying like it's against their policy or whatever. They have these two rules: no violence and no kids. And then they proceed to break either one. Like they make threats of violence or they bring up a kid almost always. But it's funny when they break their own rules. It's like, okay.
If we speak on kids, it's gonna be positive. Yeah, if we speak on them, then it's gonna be positive. We told everybody if you speak negatively on them, we're gonna come see you. So we definitely speak positively about them here.
Oh, you guys would flip out if anybody said anything positive or negative. Like, come on. None of those silly games. Oh my gosh. I was just trying to see if I could show theater mode, full screen theater mode. I wanted to show the chat, but maybe it won't pull up side by side. It used to pull up side by side, and then now it won't. Oh my gosh.
We don't do it over here. That's why they're trying to push and paint this so hard, because they know we don't do that shit over here. We only they mad at Shelly Abbott. Why? Because the first thing Shelly Abbott ever thanked us for, taking up for a kid. I mean, that's my enemy over there. We took for her kids, and she thanked us for it. She said, at least we'll take up the kids. And damn right we do. We took for hers, and that's our enemy. We're better than y'all. Y'all didn't say shit. Shit, man.
Right.
You're not like us for a reason. There's a reason you're not like us.
Exactly. So
Pork Chop says these people are sickos. Agreed.
So tomorrow night we will be live for our Wolf News Network weekly roundup. And we'll recap the entire week of Clown Explosion. We're not going to go through every screenshot or anything like that. We'll just kind of tell y'all just a brief summary of everything that happened. we try to keep that real short so we can get to the fun stuff. Because we
correct.
go live on Wolf's channel on Saturday, and usually if anything pops up, we can talk over there.
Yeah, no problem.
And we've got, of course, a lot of celebrity stuff has happened since the Met Gala, so we have a lot to talk about.
So when I met Wolf, I didn't know he was just a talking avatar on Twitter, you know. But it turns out he's a black man, according to him. So he's not trying to sound black. He is black, just to clarify, zebra. But he has some sort of speech impediment of some sort, and it makes him kind of hard to understand oftentimes. But he is kind of the funniest one.
Tomorrow night. Yeah. And then Jackie has a lot of reality TV stuff.
Mostly because he makes crazy threats.
And you're like, shows coming to Bravo. And y'all got to hear some of this stuff that's going on. So it's going to be a good show tomorrow night. And then we've got more drama going on with the whole James Charles, Kayla Malik bombshell stuff that's going on TikTok and all of that. So we're going to talk about that. There are some times where I
actually don't understand
James Charles finally responded. So
but it's really rare.
It's long, so we may not be able to watch it.
Usually when everybody's talking at once.
For sure. We're definitely going to recap the clown stuff, and we're going to definitely crank.
But oh my gosh, he put on the voice changer. I think it's in this stream. He put on the voice changer to make it sound like he's like Darth Vader. And I could not understand him at all. Like I could not understand him. How did I get to the end of this stream? I must have clicked something. Oh my gosh, I am the worst like today. Let me go back.
Everybody can see. What we didn't do that bad. We're doing good. But she's doing what the fuck she's told. At her old ass age, you still being controlled by somebody younger than you. Your leader's younger than you. We know this. You're in control at your old ass. That's you. Sell out, man. I hear Cindy talking.
You actually had people who cared about you, but you know what? I found out the truth too when you were modding for Veda, what you were saying about me behind my back. That was pretty interesting too to find all that out. Two-Face quit.
Yeah, we found today. Like I said, Alice and Porky go there with popcorn behind the scenes.
Like I was yelling at my other night to stop the stupid voice changers.
So
they're just painful.
Nope, I wasn't lying. Fuck y'all. You go to hell. Nobody did shit to you. Y'all pre-planned this shit months ahead. You said that. You had that live that you cussed people out and started shit on. Planned 3 months ahead, right? Couple months you said on your live. That means for a couple months, you infected everybody. Doing us.
Right.
So fuck you, man. That's not my problem. And if somebody takes your information, you had to decide what to do with it. What you did with it is on you, not the person sent it to you. And I can send it live. Now I decide what to do with it. I don't blame anybody who sent it to me. Yeah, that's about being grown.
And you rotten piece.
So she's gonna call her a rotten piece of meat because she thinks that's clever. But Porktop says, "I told you all. It doesn't matter you mention them or not. They will continue to harass, stalk, sly, and apparently fantasize gross about you forevermore." That's true. It's pretty weird. Meg begged me to post this, so okay. Apparently, I work for Manya. Yeah, that's the Manya that hangs out with Chesh. Ew. and leave this off of her story now. Heartbreaking. You rotten piece of meat is what she's gonna call her.
Piece of meat. Pork chop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Again, I don't, you're not putting out something that's not already out there. It's on Claire's channel. I told my entire story in detail years back, and like over 4 years now, I think it's been. And I'm not ashamed of anything because it's made me into the person I am today. I pulled myself out of the worst case scenario and got everything back. So that's not anything bad. And so you're not painting me as a bad person. You could try to shame all day, but what you're doing is you're shaming all addicts when you do this.
Not necessarily. So Meg, I'm going to disagree with you. One time you said, just because you're an addict doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. I would say that it absolutely makes you a bad parent. Now, you can improve and get better and become a good parent, but if you're in active addiction, you're a bad parent. If you are in active addiction, it's bad parenting. We'll use Nick Rakita as an example. Nick Rakita, the lawyer, his own daughter ended up with cocaine, or his kid ended up with cocaine in her system. And I don't know if it was residue or something that she got a hold of. I don't know, but she tested positive for cocaine, and that's just pretty awful. I use the example of the movie When a Man Loves a Woman. You know, Meg Ryan gets really short with her daughter and mean and slaps her, and then takes a shower, and she had just taken maybe like a Vicodin and a drink, and then passes out and crashes through the glass window, and the daughter finds her. That is sort of like what kids go through. And so while you are drunk or while you are high, you're having a grand old time, but everybody around you is getting wrecked. It's one of those things where kids are really resilient. And so while they're young, they're going to be really resilient, and then it could hit them in their 20s or 30s later, and it'll catch up with them, because that's how we are as humans. Kids find some very clever strategies to survive, and maybe even project goodness on you or fawn on you or whatever. But like, it's one of those things that can catch up with you later. So I do disagree. If you are an addict in active addiction, that does by default make you a bad parent until you're clean. Now, if you're clean but you have an addictive temptation there, or you're in recovery, that's different. That's something different. But yeah.
Because
like a drug
there's a
dealer trying
lot
to
of
keep you
people
held
that
down.
have gone
Yeah.
through this,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, like a drug dealer trying to keep you held down.
I didn't beg you to post anything. You sound like a 5-year-old. She
Yep.
dared me to do it. No,
Yeah.
I didn't
When
beg
they
you.
come out
I
of prison,
said
do that
that
too?
I told you that it is not.
You guys are always daring people to do things. You're always going like, I'm going to post the link, hop in, as you block us all. You block us all the instant you see us, but then you tell us to go click the link. And then one time I did click the link actually, and you blocked me on StreamYards. So it's all for show and theater, and you don't actually follow through with letting people click the link. And so that's very Steve of you. Very Steve. Hi, Simos. Simos and I have known each other for years. He's fucking fantastic. And I got to guest on his show last week. And so we appreciate you so much. Yeah, so much. So let's see here. Imagine an addict forces a child to act like the caregiver. I know, right? Like it kind of, yeah, like an emotional caregiver. Sometimes if there's like siblings, they have to pick up the slack or protect their sibling. So like if you have like a parent that is also an abusive addict, oftentimes the older kids will try to protect the younger ones. There's all sorts of family dynamics that come into play. I can't suppose what they would be in her house, but I do know that like when she said just blankly on another stream, just because you're an addict, you're not a bad parent. I'm like, oh, I disagree. I would just disagree until you're clean. And even then, who knows what's been done, unfortunately. There's a lot of focus on addicts and their recovery, and that's fine. But there's also a lot of recovery that everybody that you harm and touch, they have to go through as well. So I just want to point that out, that it's not as easy as some might show. So Megan and her best friend forever only exist to fight with Porkchop and Alice, who only exist to fight for them, the two of them versus each other too. The see me fighting and brawling. Okay, smiley face from Porkchop, or from Simos. Hi. Liz, I was gone 10 months and still made lives about me when I was gone. And then good to see you, Zebra. I haven't seen you in a long time. Great to see you. Okay, let's see here.
It isn't a threat. It's because it's already public. I told my story in order to help other people. That was something decided by Claire and I at the time. I know me and Claire don't get along anymore,
watched that stream,
but that was something that was very special at the time, and I'm glad that
I actually didn't watch that clip until Porkchop posted it, and I was like, oh, I actually never heard that story. It's pretty awful that your kid found you after you OD'd. That's pretty awful. And it's pretty heavy. It's heavy stuff, and it's weird because when I use an example of when a man loves a woman, I had used that example before I saw that clip actually. So it's oddly similar in some ways.
That I did it. And I've also talked about it on my channel several times.
Correct.
Not in that great of detail as I did that time, because it took 3 or 4 lives for us to do that. But so you don't have a gotcha moment with this. In fact, it made you look very bad.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah, you look bad in that one, dude.
It's kind of how you, there's something about you that's very righteous about, you know, that you're in recovery, and it doesn't, it strikes me for some reason. It's like almost like it's not real. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to put my finger on it, but there's something about the attitude that you have that's sort of righteous in a certain way that I just am not buying. You know, like when somebody lies and they get more and more righteous and they double down. It reminds me of that a little bit. I just can't put my finger on it exactly.
Y'all been looking bad for a long time though. Constantly talking to you about this in the morning before we wake up for almost 3 months now, every day. But you're trying to hide shit though, right? Yeah, we know what's up. Y'all keep playing out.
Yeah.
Prizes are coming for everybody.
And then you, right, then you said people.
So Alice and I disagree quite a lot, you know, and I don't hide that. Alice said something on Twitter that I thought was a little gross, where there was sort of a molestation joke in there, you know. And I know that I think Wolf claims that he was, you know, with somebody, you know, when he was a late teen. And I try to avoid those things. I think those things should be off topic, and that's, you know, my opinion. And so like, I understand why people feel like they're driven to like say extreme things, because he says extreme things. Like, he said to her really horrible things, really gross things. He said, well, I mean, he says weird things. Sometimes they sound sexualized, and creepy. And then sometimes they are, just morbid and bizarre and violent. And I mean, he says things like, you know, I'd like to bury you alive. And like, he's like, you know, beat you up, and like all sorts of weird things, like just really strange fantasies. And it's weird to me that he can just yell all this out. And like, Meg's like, well, he didn't mean it that way. Y'all twisting things. And it's weird because like, if anybody talked that way to them, they would flip out. They would absolutely flip out if anybody talked to them, you know? Yeah, let's see here. So let me go ahead and play some more.
People fall and they get back up. Some people fall and they never get back up. That's who they are. It's sad and pathetic. Wolf on a Live with a recovering addict states that everyone should be smoking weed. It will change your life. Yeah, it will. Right back to rehab.
So weed is a very interesting subject. So I partake occasionally, but I'm not a daily. And there is no such thing as a perfect drug. There really isn't. There is no such thing as a perfect drug with alcohol or weed or whatever. I would say weed's easier to stop. It's I would argue less harmful than alcohol, but it is something that can not physically hook you like alcohol, but I would say emotionally hook you. And I think the appeal for some people, if they get really hooked on something, is checking out. You know, is this going to help me check out? And so like, that's the appeal for people that oftentimes get into benzos or Xanax, things like that. And so you have to be really careful with that, especially if you are kind of veering that way a little bit. And so I do acknowledge that. I'm one of those people where I don't think it's a perfect thing. I think you can partake in it, but I also think that if you're trying to tell people like this is this wonder drug that does all this stuff, it really depends on the person. It depends on their receptors and like how they're reacting to it. It depends on what drugs they are already taking. And so like, for instance, there are warnings saying like, if you take that and antidepressants, there is a chance for some people, not all people, but there's a chance for some people to become basically like a schizoaffective kind of response. And so some people do start to hallucinate, and that is something that can happen if it has like a an effect where it interacts. That was the word I was looking for. I almost said interfaces. Interfaces. Weed has its uses if you use it the right 100%. Yeah, I am not somebody that sings its perfect praises. I'm somebody that's for legalize it, but you have to be smart about it. And I think it's reckless to say it's good for everybody. I really strongly dislike stoners that think they should drive while high. I really think that's a bad idea because your reaction time's slower. Even if you think that you're, totally, used to it, your reaction time is slower. So it's still like being intoxicated or something. Maybe not as bad as drunk, but still, you're still slower. Even if you don't feel it. So it's, I'm not a big fan of driving. Well, I'm against that. So you have to really kind of plan, especially if it's edibles that last a long time, you really have to plan things out a little bit. But yeah, that is something to be aware if you're on certain antidepressants, and it's not always, actually, it just kind of depends on the person, but there are some that have this psycho-reactive response thing. And so that's an issue. Hi, Moby. Good to see you. So that's good to know about. So to blanketly say, yeah, everybody should be on weed is stupid.
Well, guess what, Pork Chop? I don't smoke weed. It has not ever been my drug of choice. It does not trigger me. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. That's just my choice. I don't mind if Wolf does it. That's his choice. He's not smoking it around me. Do you understand? I can't get contact.
So there's some people that there are some people that I don't like the term gateway drug, but it is sort of a trigger for them because they will remember experiences, right? So they'll experience, being high or whatever, and then it'll trigger them into other things that they've experienced. So for some people, getting high is, I'm going to use a Christianese word, a stumbling block, so to speak, that you could cause somebody to start to crave something. And that's, that's one of those calls where it just kind of depends on the person. So like I tend to, if I know somebody's a recovering alcoholic, I tend to not want to drink around them because I don't, I can forego drinking too, as a respect for you. And I don't know if it would be like, oh, this is like, big temptation, but I feel like it's solidarity, I'll forego that drink because, you matter more to me and, we're just spending time, so you have to kind of make those calls, but you might have an audience member that's sensitive to that sort of stuff. I mean, you have chosen a subject that tends to garner a more sensitive audience. So if you are going to talk about things like addiction and mental health, you're going to garner more sensitive people, and you might react that way and be fine, but maybe your audience members aren't. It's something to consider, at least, but that's it,
I through the damn computer screen, you moron.
Exactly. What about her husband's friends that smoke? She got friends on her page talking about 420. But they're not bad, huh?
My recovery comes first, and all of you saying that that there's signs that I'm relapsed. You don't know what the signs are, number one, because you don't know anything about addiction, and number two, you're not with me, so you can't say that.
Bingo. I mean, we know you ain't psychic because I get so much shit wrong. We know
Again,
you ain't psychic.
You're making yourself look stupid.
You're less psychic.
One sign is if you act like you're 10 feet tall and indestructible.
Let's see what. Just point. So stop it. Just stop it.
Trixie. Oh wait, we haven't got. Okay, that was Trixie's. It's so little I won't be able to see it, so I'll have to go to my phone. But I forgot about that. I should have took one blown up. But basically, she's Trixie went off on me in this, and saying that I cannot say that I help people when we come up here and harass people. We're not harassing anybody. We're calling out the bullying that y'all do constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, please. You want to fire people up and have a oh my gosh, I'm just going to skip that word because I'm going to start stuttering. You cyclical response. You want to play ping pong with people back and forth. probably because you don't have much going on. It's like, so like, I get it, you know, like I'm bored. I'm also reviewing you. So I understand that, but like, don't pretend like you're above it all. Don't pretend like you're not trying to antagonize people. Come on.
But that's typical bully. Don't want to be called off their shit. It's like they don't want to get hit for their shit when they hit somebody.
You're not allowed to talk about bullies, Wolf, as you are one. You are definitely one.
Woman to woman.
The way that you speak of people, like I don't have to be a fan of somebody and I can be horrified at how you talk about people. Like it's unacceptable. And so yeah, you are a bully and you support bullies like RH. Like so like you are the bully. You are the bully.
Correct. Yeah, but you play this shit online. In fact, the fact they do this shit online tells me one thing about them. They're all too pussy to do this shit in the real world.
Or smart. People are intelligent enough to not like throw down. Maybe it's that, Wolf. Maybe it's that. Or maybe people actually have boundaries, you know? But yeah, this whole idea of like, you're a coward if you don't pull up, like it's this stupid bravado. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to pull up to your shack in the sticks. You know, hopefully a tornado doesn't blow you down because I know you're over there.
Yeah. The cowardice, the most coward type bullies ever.
Exactly.
Speaking of cowardness, speaking of being a coward, funny. I'll just bring it up again. I've told this story a few times. You know, before I knew who Wolf was, he was just this icon that said Wolf. So it's like, I didn't know like anything. I could tell it was a male and that's it. And Wolf was trying to pick a fight with people. And he was like, fight me. I know MMA. I used to be an MMA fighter. Blah, blah, blah. Fight me, fight me. And he was going through like people trying to tell him to fight him and stuff. And he's posting these weird, like violent posts and stuff and pictures and like making these weird, like, you know, chest thumping remarks. And then he was like, fight me, Yuta Rock. And it's just so cringy. And Uni's like, I can't, I'm disabled. and then he's like, fight me, Menace. And Menace is like, bro, I'm gonna throw out my back. I'm too old for this shit, and I'm Canadian. And then he's like, fight me, fight me, fight me. And then like Navy comes up and he's like, I'll be your Huckleberry, I'll fight you. And like they were just like so stupid. And so like he's like, in Texas, they allow mutual combat. And then Wolf was like, block. Did you see what they did? They threatened me. Like so Mr. Tough Guy over there is definitely he reminds me of those dogs with the fence. And you open the fence and he's like, oh.
I haven't hid behind my addiction stories. I don't hide behind. See, y'all all supported me when I was doing what you wanted.
I think Pork Chop's going to give me an answer to a question I was going to have. They have their crew creating fake pork chop socks now that happen to appear when they're alive, predictable, and FedEx. I saw that there was a doxing, and it had your name on it, and I didn't think it was you, actually. I saw that go down, and I was like, I don't think that's actually Pork Chop. And like, it sounds like a Ma thing to do, maybe. I would have guessed somebody like that. Somebody that's just so smart, you know. And if you use an old address, then there's no harm done, right? So like it's just gross. Yeah, that was one of my thoughts, is I thought it was one of their socks.
But the minute you turned on me is when you said, oh, she hides behind her addiction story. She uses them as an excuse, yada, yada, yada. It was fine until you couldn't control me anymore. And then you had a problem.
Y'all don't need to make that decision. Y'all think y'all do, but you don't. You're not God. You play God if you want to, and you fail. But you're not him or her. If you play like you want to, you fail in the end. You already know that. Y'all already know that already.
I watch their lives because I laugh at them.
I will always continue to talk about addiction.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really care if y'all don't like it. I mean, you don't have to listen to it. So it's.
I think my worry about you talking about addiction is that you do have a sensitive audience, and you two are very insensitive people. And so, like, if you portray yourself to having really sensitive subjects, and your focus is that, like, you're not just like occasionally doing it, but that's like your main focus of your channel is that. That's how you started, at least. it means you have a more vulnerable audience, and being that you have a more vulnerable audience, then some of the shenanigans you've done in the community has me a little concerned. I'd say I'm a bit concerned. Like, hopefully somebody doesn't get taken for a ride, but I think somebody eventually will again.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
You will
You don't have to
never
listen.
change
It's not your
that.
trust what we do. Yeah, you don't have to listen. It's not your trust what we do. So piss off. We got parents already.
We
We
got
did well.
parents already.
Opposite yours did. Fuck you.
I'm gonna make this a tad bit faster.
Exactly.
Hopefully they
Hey,
can
man,
understand we'll still
This
have
ain't
to
the
know.
world.
So
This is a
she
little
said
small corner
you
of that,
asked
man.
her to post it. Was that a setup so you could be a victim again, blame
Oh my
others?
God, oh my
No,
God.
I didn't ask her to post anything about addiction. I was talking
Mhm.
about the custody stuff because I said that was said too. I didn't say post it. I said it's not a threat. It's not going to be like it's a gotcha moment if it's put out there because it was
Right,
already
April?
out there. I didn't say I dare you to post it. As you said, you have posted that story before. It is fair to comment on. Everyone doesn't have to buy your story or even believe you're in recovery.
Oh my
You
God.
see, all of you did until you didn't like me. Then that's when
Yeah.
you decided I wasn't in recovery.
I was agnostic on the issue because you had very bad company you kept.
So
Exactly.
who do you get to pick and choose who you think's in recovery, you dumb bitch? Do I need to show you the track marks on my arms from when I used to be an addict? Is that what it takes for you to know that I really had an addiction? I don't owe you shit.
Yeah. Let's talk about Porky's history. Porky, you came here joining the Roadhog Mile team, joining my team, right?
Why does Meg look like Voldemort? Do you know why they started their channel? No. Why did they start their channel? Minnow, Minnow, Savage Minnow. We're watching Weirdos today. So why did they start their channel? Did I miss a different reason? Because I think this was a recovery channel, like with Michaela. I keep saying Michaela. I'm sorry, Michelle. I know you're probably tired of that too. Everybody's like Michelle. So, yeah. They're hard to listen to if you're not used to the noise. There's a lot of like back and forth talking and yelling and stuff. But yeah. So let's see. They started the channel when Mick, you know who, got his RO and couldn't stream about anyone anymore, and he brought them live and kicked it off. Really? I didn't know that. Interesting.
Sucking off my nuts and Roadhog nuts, right? Look at you now. Worse than ever. You're actually better when you were with us, right? When you were part of my family, you were good. People loved you.
And then said,
there's
signs that you're not in recovery. What signs that I'm not in recovery? Are you an addiction doctor, Trixie? I don't think that you are.
Some of it's lying. The more compulsive the lying, that's sometimes a sign.
You don't know anything about addiction, you dumb bitch.
Some of it's ego and feeling like unbreakable.
Yeah. Well, ain't that coward? What time? What's talking about?
Or I should say callous.
I've never been in any addiction recovery, but I guarantee you, there are no signs that you're looking for. You hear the voice in your head again.
And I'm going to say this one last time. Veda, Aaron, or anybody else is not responsible for my relapse.
That's right.
So anything that was said back then when I had my breakdown, I was not in my right mind, but it's not on Veda. It's not on Aaron. It's not on anybody. It was on me. I pushed my recovery aside. So it's on me. Right. I take responsibility for my relapse.
So you take responsibility for saying in the live stream, you make me want to put a in my arm or something. That's on you then.
Nobody else is to blame but me. You understand?
Right. Accountability, something to know about.
So Veda and I work through all our issues, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Veda Potato is a criminally minded potato. I mean, good luck with that.
What you say that I did or said or oh this happened, oh that happened, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Fuck your frame job, bitch ass motherfuckers.
All that has been discussed way long time ago and put to bed.
Mm-hmm. But it's not that. I got a question. Big question. Who was the actual target of the extreme clowns? See, the extreme anti-KJs are now the extreme clowns, and then you got regular clowns, right? The extreme clowns joined up with the regular clowns, right? Whose group is fractured? Who is the real target? Their group is fractured over there. We're good over here. Who's the real target? Me or them?
I have no idea who he's talking about. I don't know which clowns you speak of. Clowns are like code for, I guess, what he would consider trolls or detractors, I guess. But like a lot of folks don't like each other. Like Chesh and I do not like each other. And I've called out Chesh more times than I can count. And Manya and I don't like each other. There's different factions of people. But what's interesting, Wolf, is that you guys managed to piss off factions of people. That's what's funny. It's like you've managed to go cross multiple little subgroups and they all don't like you. It's just hilarious. That's funny. So let me go ahead and catch. I'm really sorry, everyone, about that and to be a cause of this. He would be this way if you were around or not. He is that way, you know. Yeah. You know your feelings about addiction, recovery, addiction. Oh my gosh. I have so much negative things to say about Al-Anon. Like and how unhelpful it actually is. So but you know, some people it is helpful. Some people it is. And I know that, you know, we've talked about that. Like there aren't very good programs for people that aren't religious, for one. And it's a religious format that they actually use. So, you know, it was created by some monks. So yeah, it is something to know about. But you know, if it helps some people, that's great. It just, you know, different things help different people. So anyone who goes against him is a troll. That's right. You know, there's somebody else who says that anytime like they have an enemy, you're either with us or you're a troll. I mean, you all know that. But of course, you know, she's a mod for that guy. So, you know, apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, we're not in it. Nobody's fractured over here. Well, that's not fractured. We're not. Their other group is fractured.
Oh, please. Megan's fractured so much. Like, so much. Like, every other, like, week. No, maybe not week, but, like, a few times a year, she's going to have some falling out with somebody. She loved Moby. Now she doesn't love Moby. She loved Michelle. Now she doesn't love Michelle. She loved Pickle. Now she doesn't love Pickle. She just go through the list of all her friends, and it's just like wreckage. So far she's hung on to Wolf for a while though. He's probably a good utility because she's got like somebody that's like, you know, doing battle for her.
You will end their group fracture. Imagine that.
Exactly. So anyway, Trixie, aka Alice, is just another piece of shit. Yeah.
Big dicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, pork chop. That's another one you keep going on. Is about Aaron, and
exactly,
it's ridiculous.
You know,
she's not even paying any attention to you.
Porky's been at me for 3 years, Alice for 5 years. Then 3 years she's been at Aaron. You think she would have learned something from us and telling people, no, that bitch is devolving, that's stupid.
So then she's over here telling people to report Roadhog.
Yeah,
yes, because he's a massive abuser. Roadhog is one of the most abusive YouTubers. And like he gives, I've seen a lot of things go down, but he's one of the worst. And so yeah, and being that he keeps losing a channel and then ban evades, yeah, you can report him actually because he's a ban evader, you know. If he didn't collect ROs like Candy and be this gross person, then maybe he could have a channel. But instead, he has to do this really over-the-top stuff. He loses a channel. He builds another one. And then you guys get mad that somebody says we ought to report that. Well, that's called ban evasion. So that is a thing.
Yeah. No, that's supposed to be wrong. But she don't care. I said she don't care. She'll get anything wrong. And she's gotten it wrong. She said she doesn't care. She got it wrong. That's a dangerous motherfucker right there. I'm going to get you killed and not care.
And no, you think you have the answers, but you don't.
Everything, man.
I haven't seen Scarlet.
Nothing got removed from him being a sorry piece of shit and stalking and harassing women.
You didn't watch
you have that wrong. Man.
He was trying to get his monetization back. He got over the right amount of limit, but they had the 2 accounts linked too much that his account couldn't go through with Miss Order account being linked to it. So they had to make a new account. In the story, dumbasses.
No, I don't feel shame, pork chop. You're trying to addict shame.
Exactly. There was no addict shaming here. Just to replay the clip of her own video. If you feel shame,
and what you're doing, this kind of addict shaming.
I mean, I would have shame if that was my story. I would feel shame about that. I mean, I would say like you move on, but I would say like if you put yourself and let you think about that situation, like shame might be the appropriate feeling.
It's dangerous and hurts other people. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see, but you don't care.
You may not get made to hurt yourself, but there's 10 people watching that you may get hurt.
Exactly.
Shame has a utility short term. So the short term utility of shame, and it's a catalyst for some people. But if it like hammers, it becomes an opposite of a catalyst. But if you feel shame because you've harmed somebody, and that remorse, shame and remorse, and you want to make a change or you want to make it better and amends, those things can be a catalyst. It's if you're carrying it around forever and ever and ever, and it's done and gone for, and maybe you've even solved the problem or made amends. I'd say, there's an interesting thing where there's a lot of, this is my story of the train wreck that I caused, and then don't addict shame me. And I don't hear a lot about making amends or, what it is like to actually reconstruct your life. I don't hear much about that. I just kind of hear about coddling addicts.
Exactly. I'm confident in my recovery right now.
We don't care.
And I have a good support system, better than I've ever had.
Right.
So if I'm upset about anything, I can turn to the people who support me.
Yeah. You don't care. You don't care.
It's gotten to the point where
it's so hard by the world.
Pork chop and Alice. The
world's done something so bad, this bitch, that she don't give a fuck about nobody, kids or people.
And don't worry, we're gonna get to Michelle. It's coming. We're almost there.
Not us. The world just fucked you up. That ain't us. It ain't the world. It's a small corner of the internet. You feel like
and hey, Alice,
right now is shit.
Hey, Alice, and don't worry. All of this. I know you're going to take all this off your Twitter, I'm sure, because you're probably wiping it as we speak.
Probably.
It all got reported anyway. But this right here, you didn't scare me with talking about that. Like I said,
they get mad at reporting, but then they report. You know how it works.
The other night, that was part in my story. It wasn't mine. It was the guy I was with, and he actually purchased it. And so he didn't take the blame for something I did. Like I said, again, my dad knew people. He was very well known in Louisiana, and they called him. The cops made that choice. I didn't have a choice in the matter. I didn't know whether I was going to go to jail that night or what, but they called my dad.
They come on too.
I had no record.
Yep, same here. I had no record. Other team come on right here.
I mean, we're talking 15 years ago or more. So that's how long ago that was, you dumbass.
Yep.
You dumbass. Someone's obsession with Shen's is a little bit scary. He is really, really weird with her, right? Like, you notice that? Excuse me, I think I just burped. I'm so sorry. My stomach is not the greatest because I am taking antibiotics. So, but the interesting thing is, like their obsession with Shen, particularly his obsession with Shen, is just really weird. Like she's not around. She's not messing with anybody for a long while. She said, I'm pulling back from the drama. Here's my animals, animals, and just sort of chill. And this guy still goes on and on about him. Like he's obsessive about Shen, obsessive. Like it's creepy. It's Steve and KJP style creepy.
Y'all act like it was yesterday.
Yeah, okay, that's something that y'all need to look out for. What they do, they'll post shit that's old and act like it's new because they won't tell you that it's old. They always tell you some shit's old.
Well, we knew it was old. Everybody knows that's old.
Exactly. Well,
what was this old or new? I mean, that's straight up. It's old.
Yeah. So he also knew that I had a chance. Like he figured that I could get to rehab. So, and that's exactly what happened. What do you think my dad did after he got me? They drugged my ass to rehab. So, anyway, moving on. She says right here, it's talking about obsession with Shen. He doesn't have an obsession with Shen.
No.
Yes, he does.
You have an obsession with me.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's your obsession with him. And you haven't stopped for years.
He knows very well.
It's every single day, Alice. Every single day. And you amped it up. You've amped it up.
You know, I know you know.
Pork chop and Michelle, and you think you have a fucking army behind you now. But you don't.
That's my mind. That's an army. That's my mind.
We heard about your fallout with Moby and all of them and all that stuff.
You knew that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Nobody can trust y'all. To be honest, so everybody knew that.
Yeah. Heard all about it. I always said y'all would turn on each other. So did Wolf. We knew
Red wedding.
It'll happen again. It'll happen again.
Alice is right.
It'll happen to Michelle, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Yeah, me too. They must take the cigarettes away. Ain't no sunshine when they
Is
go.
always on his lips. Like he's always mentioning her name.
Trixie made a good point that Megan has no idea where the people she trashes multiple times a day on her YouTube are at. The harm she could be causing. I'm only talking about you and Alice and a couple other trolls. That's it. And you know why I'm talking about, y'all?
Yeah.
For what you're saying on us, the
hell,
harassment that you're doing every single day. Occasionally we talk on like people like Popcorn and Bliss and them for what they say on Paul Getz and Sunshine Reed.
You guys are overboard with Bliss too. Like it's not as bad as Alice, but it is overboard quite a bit. And you were overboard with Michelle, I think later in the stream. But let's see. That was a lie. I'm a little behind, sorry. Oh no, Wowie, you've fallen out. You've fallen out. Fallen out. Let's see what else we got.
Maybe Shay, people like that, because y'all are nasty to them too, or they're nasty to them, and we may talk on that. But again, we're calling out the bullying. That's not harming anybody.
People don't understand is Alice is on West Coast time.
I mean, there are better things to do than what I'm doing right now.
We're still sleeping for another 4 fucking hours over here.
Right.
This every day. We sleep great. We sleep good. We go sleep good, wake up good. Wake up, say good morning to everybody, teach everybody before we even look at the damn.
We have no conscience. Got it.
Yapping and stinking. And you know what? You want to hit people? You get clap back on. Don't cry when you clap back. It's better than your motherfucking first hit. Don't hit nobody.
And
that part. But it's okay.
And you going after Sunday again. Sunday's not worried about you at all.
Sunday's very smarter than your ass. She saw right through you.
Sunday, I think, had a Marcy character on her logo, and it seemed to fit her. Like she seems like a Marcy to me. Yes, sir.
You know, on the comment that you made about the weed and stuff and all of that, because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you remember, so I don't know if Sunday knows this, but about when she was with us about 2 years ago, at one point in time, she tried to act like she was cool with weed, you know, and all that, act like she smoked it. Bitch, I knew you being fake. Come on, man. You can't fake it. I'm a true stoner. I've been smoking weed all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stoner's a bad identity.
No fake one. Fucking poser. Man, get out of my face, dude. You stalk me every day and try to play victim like a super Karen. Like I said, you wonder why I call you a Carolyn Bryant Dunham type? That's what you are. The white woman that lied on Emmett Till and got him killed, you another one just like that. Because you'll take some lies and get me killed. And I say shit, you get old and find out how that bitch did. And I'm already dead like Emmett Till did. What? That's the kind of bitch you are. 100%.
Nobody's gonna go dun 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 dun. You come on, calm down.
Oh, absolutely, Wolf. Definitely, she is.
Yeah.
She says the most vile things.
And laughs at it. The smileys on it.
Yeah.
Moby says you're
all
wrong.
Right, it is way too hot and humid.
If that's not a sign of something wrong with the person, what is it?
Let's see.
I got a bunch of says all I do is tell the truth.
Oh,
yeah. All you do is lie.
Bullshit.
That's you, Alice. You wouldn't know the truth if it slapped you upside the head.
Yeah. You play people. Oh, I hope everybody that got played. I hope everybody that got played by your bookers. I'm laughing, you big ass motherfuckers. That's what you get. Everybody you got played. If you feel like you got played, you probably got played over there. Stay over there. Some of you can't get out now. Some of you are locked in so tight. Really, you got played. Want to get out, you can't.
Yeah. And she's so, we heard about the paranoia, Alice. You're always thinking some of those friends are talking about you and stabbing you in the back and stuff. I knew that would happen. We said that too. Everything we've said is happening.
Do you hear her glee in her voice? She's got glee in her voice right there. She's happy.
Well, dude, like I said, if I be your home for the saying she's crazy as fuck cuckoo, I should they were right. They were right from the get-go. They were right. I've seen it from all sides. I've been enemy, I've been a friend, I've been enemy. Seen it all sides.
Yeah, I've talked to Pork and Shens. They're not the same person. And I talked to Alice on Julie's hangout. And so, like, all three of them are definitely not the same person.
You say, Pork Chop. Whatever you say.
Yeah, again, Pork Chop is a piece of shit. Yeah, Pork Chop threatens kids too, so fuck Pork Chop, man. Whatever, dude.
The only mentally unstable one that I see is you.
Of course, you can't see past whoever you're utilizing, but yes, Wolf is probably a bit unhinged, you know.
Alice?
You. I mean,
I could name a few more that y'all hang out with, but
y'all, you come look for us. We don't go looking for you. You come look for us. Get it right, dude.
Yeah.
In fact, if she forgets, the community didn't even screenshot a whole lot like it does now.
Ew, Katie is a liar. Ew, Katie's a liar. Ew. Another weirdo that has people's children on their phone and just posted at random. Pretty creepy, pretty weird.
So she came around. People started screenshotting it because of her. Screenshot picked up
Kyle's
heavy
pretty
because of that
creepy.
shit, right? Carried on with Alice. People kept catching her ass a lot. Now it's a heavy game now. You picked that shit up, dude. Every major incident in the community in the last 5 years that has happened, the bad shit, and some of the wild shit. You look it up, Alice's name is involved. One of her fucking names is there. One of her accounts is there. Every fucking time.
And y'all hate that
always
Katie
dirty,
is a
man.
liar, sees right through y'all's bullshit.
You like it,
No, Katie is a liar is always terrible. Like, always. Like, I just can't imagine what she's like in real life. It's got to be awful.
Sure
that's
does.
liar.
Yes,
Yep,
we
she's
do.
part of the family. That's right.
And several other people in the community do as well. They may not voice it where y'all see it all the time, but more and more are, and I'm glad.
Katie the liar was only the second person that ever asked about joining the family publicly, and she accepted. So yeah, she's part of the wolf den. Fuck.
I think it's gross, the use of pedo. Like, it's really gross because, like, it's such a serious accusation to wage on somebody, and it's so triggering for other people that maybe have been through something. Like, it's just, he uses it so liberally and then says he's been victimized. And I'm not saying that that other part's not true, but I'm saying that most victims are more sensitive about that word, and know that it's a very serious thing to just throw out there. And you throw out that word very liberally.
Fucking family, and we love you.
Okay, Pork Chop, where do you come up with
this? No. Yeah, I showed it. Okay, Pork Chop, I showed them alive. I called her a pedo because she called me a pedo. Get it right. In the store, get it right. And now that I've called her a pedo, I've also seen her take part in sexualizing Megan's daughter. So I've seen her sexualize the child. So now I have a basis to call her pedo on.
What the hell did he just say? Dude, no, none of that's happening.
You have none to call me on because everything Chase says is bullshit. You have none. But I have a basis. Just mad. You don't like it? I don't care. The basis is going to stay there no matter whether you like it or not. You also remember you told me this, Pork Chop. You didn't.
Sunday.
You made up shit about my brother.
Hey,
out of
Meg.
the
Hey,
air.
Tiffany.
Hey, out of the air. A couple weeks back. You just made up shit about my brother. He was never going to be working any job because he's born with CP, cerebral palsy. He never worked in his damn life. You'll say he worked and hurt somebody. Alice made up shit about mom yesterday. Delusions. You all live in a different kind of state than any of us do. I would hate to know what it's like to live in your fucking head. It's fucking scary, man.
Oh, y'all are fine.
Like
No problem.
There's like a dungeon up in that head of yours, dude. Like a horror chamber. Every corner of your brain is a fucking horror chamber.
This is like pure projection. Every corner of your brain is a horror chamber. Project. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kyle is ugh. That's not what happened. Wolf is making up stories, of course.
You think the worst shit, you say the worst shit. Both of you. Two turds that fell out the same asshole. That's what y'all are.
Exactly. Okay, that was the same one, but I think, there you are calling him crazy again. Alice correcting if he spells something different or whatever.
I spelled that way on purpose, dumbass.
Yeah, maybe he wanted it to be that way.
Exactly how I use Grammarly. Grammarly would correct it for me, but I spelled it the way I want it.
And he's not pedo obsessed. He's calling out the nasty things that y'all are saying about children.
Pedo obsessed is not even a term. I'll look it up. It's not even a term. It needs a definition. Okay.
Yeah.
If pedo obsessed means I'm
you
obsessed with
started that on
him,
him, Alice. You started that on him.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go get a definition in the Urban Dictionary. And I'm gonna take it from us. It's like taking shit. And I'm gonna define it as the obsession with calling out pedos. Make it a good thing.
I'll let Wolf speak on this one because Alice, you shouldn't even be speaking on racism after all you said about Wolf.
Yeah.
Alice does say awful things. I know that there's people that are Alice friends, but she says awful things that I just go, what? It's just like grades of awfulness. Like he's way violent. Yeah.
You should not be speaking racism. Don't ever tell me to take race out of it. When you fucking put race in it. Okay? Without race, you had nothing to say about me. Without race, you had nothing that I even wanted to fucking hear. You know, when you didn't hear me talk about race, I ignored the fuck out of you. You have to go that far to get my attention, right? That's how you know you're wrong from the get-go. Okay? Okay, take some Alice. I can't leave racism out of it. You know why? I can't wake up tomorrow and not be black. That's how you know you're fucking racist. It can never be left out of it. You're a fucking racist. And
what? So did you just say that you know someone's a racist because they're not black? What?
I see it right there. Through and through. Don't put your Klan outfit on. You look perfect. Take a picture. You're a racist at fucking core now, and you don't even fucking know it. Miss Daisy bitch.
Yeah, he's not being called out on his lies. He's not lying about anything.
I can do it all day.
So
she should have rights. Yeah, she should have rights too.
Does that equal calling him monkey and all these mutt and puppy and all of these other things that you do? And
He is a canine avatar. He is a canine avatar.
You make all these, post all these gifs that make fun of him.
Does anybody think there's just called racism, period? That's called racism. You're racist. There's no justification ever. There's nothing I can do to you ever to justify you being racist to me. You understand that shit? No, you don't get it, but it's cool. I'm glad you don't get it. I know some people in the world do get it. It's just your sorry ass that don't get it. You won't break the cycle until it's broken in your family somewhere along the line. We'll be getting gone already. I hope somebody in your family can break it one day, because you are not strong enough to break it in your own fucking family. You're racist to the core, to your fucking bone marrow.
And just a reminder, they were supposed to go live tonight, and we were going to react to it live, but we will do that tomorrow if they do it tomorrow. Saturday if they do it Saturday, Sunday if they do it Sunday. It doesn't matter what day. We're going to react to it.
Whenever. We don't care. We're going to be ready for you. We told you we're 11 steps ahead. We ain't bullshitting. Weed time. I got the weed. I hate my weed. I got weed.
Oh, God. I might get high
Good
through
to
the
see
screen.
you, Her Majesty.
All more talk.
No, come to the back. I'm blowing. That didn't work. That fucking sucks. It really didn't work. What's up? We come from that dance. I promise.
Quit calling Sunshinery Sunscreechery. I
What
mean,
the fuck is that?
yeah,
You sound like a mouse.
where you act like a child, Alex, with this name calling business.
That is actually fitting. Sunscreechery. So sometimes she's got like this mic and she's just on the mic, you know, and you're just like, what is going on? This mic is like in her mouth, and who knows what's happening. I don't even know. But like she sounds like she's masticating her mic. Yes, I said masticating, like when you chew. but like she's just like really mic in the mouth, really loud, and everybody will be a normal volume, and then she'll be like this piercing noise, and it's like, dude, your gain is up really high on your mic, or your mic is in your mouth. Whatever it is, fix it.
But I always say physically they are grown. Mentally, they're not past puberty, and I'm not bullshitting like I'm not that shit. Not one bit. These are adolescents mentally. Mental infants, as I call it.
It's really funny.
Oh, okay, Heather. I'll drop the link.
Okay. Who else link?
I think Hogettes. Let me get it.
Yeah, everybody come on up. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, anybody's welcome. Thank you for
that'd be wild. Can we put 30 on here at a time if we wanted to? Could we do that?
I don't know if it'd let me put that many. I don't know if I have that level, but we could get a good amount on here, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll be with my plans is too. I don't know. That'd be wild shit.
Oh, Hogettes, if you're still listening and you want to come up, the link's in there. And if it goes by and you need me to drop it again in a little while, I sure will. I don't mind. Sorry if I missed that.
I'm sorry. I didn't look my IG. My bad. Oh, they're tripping over there. I'm getting some updates off.
I wonder if AI can
okay, you're in the back.
Correctly.
I'll get you.
I know it's really hard. I put it on.
I'll take the screenshot down.
But it's hard.
Girl, why did Bliss just threaten Jackie?
What?
Yeah, she did. She threatened her. Yeah, I'm looking at the screenshot right now. She did.
Oh, I didn't see that go down. I'll have to figure that out in just a second. So crochet things. Is that Muzz's thong on your picture? Is that Muzz's crocheted thong? Okay, the loudest person I've ever heard, and I'm trying to listen to Wolf's soothing rants, and she destroys my eardrum. It's pointless. Yeah, right? Let's see here. What's wrong with a mic in your mouth? I don't know, but it makes our ears bleed. That was worth $1.99. I don't know what that's referring to. I do apologize. Let's see. That's a good point. The tech has had a hard time understanding regional accents. Yeah, for the AI stuff. Yeah, so sometimes I've gotten used to his voice so I can understand him, but he's a little bit later in the stream. I think it's this stream he puts on or maybe it's on the Wolf stream. One of these streams, he puts on a voice changer, and it is impossible to understand him. And I'm pretty good at understanding them now. It was impossible.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Oh, wow.
Bliss said, "Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head." I
call it Teresa. I call it pedo too. It's what she is. Okay.
You use the word. Oh, there's my favorite, Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany. Yeah, that might have been loud. I got a little excited. Tiffany is so sanctimonious and annoying. Oh, I'm just gonna. Yes, when she starts talking, I have so much to say about that because I did watch that and I was like, this person's really gross. Yeah, he uses that word pedo so liberally. And if you're a victim, most people are really sensitive about that and understand the gravity of it. And he throws it around like candy, so it's meaningless, which I don't want to say it's not real, but for whatever reason, you have an insensitivity that most victims would have a sensitivity to. And I think that's really strange.
Let me say simple math. Okay? Simple math. Okay. She said he was 13 and a half, she was 17 and a half, right? So I mean, when she was 18 and a half, he was 14 and a half, right? If she was seeing him at that point.
Okay. Right. So Popcorn said she would meet Jackie halfway. And then Bliss turned around and said, okay. Oh, yeah. It's the live that's going on right now.
Meet halfway, like literally.
But
you're not done. That's not our style. I don't
know. So she's back to saying, catch me outside and all that business.
Yeah, I don't condone violence, but Sunshine, if they show up at your house, defend your home.
Yeah. Way to threaten, Bliss.
Messenger reveals says, oh, sorry, it's hard to see. So when I highlight you, it goes blue, so I can't see it, so I have to look at my phone. It says, Holy Spackle, don't hate me because I'm always right. It's been a while since we've sparred Messenger reveals. And when we sparred last time, we were pretty cordial, I thought. I think we were talking about angels or something. It was a long time ago, really long time ago. But I do see you every so often in Maya's. I think it was Maya's where I saw you last. And I went, oh, I know him. Yeah, I remember you. But yeah, hope things are well with you. So yeah. You prefer your ears aren't harmed, right? We need like special earmuffs that maybe attenuate just Jackie, like just Jackie. She's the one that's pretty obnoxious for some reason. Like his rants are funny to me, so there's that. Thank you though. $50 from Messenger reveals. I didn't expect that. That's kind of you. It will go to my fund for life. That sounds dramatic. Let's see here. It's hard to understand him. He can't take criticism. That would be helpful. It is really hard to understand. It's his accent, but it's mixed with his ranting. And what's really hard is when they're all talking at once. We're all talking at once. Yeah, that's right. There's a song about Steve McRae. It's on AZT Spiracy's channel. And it goes, Steve McRae is a punk ass motherfucker. Steve McRae is a sorry son of a bitch. And it's just really funny because it's not, I don't take it very seriously, but it's so funny. That somebody actually made it a song. Yeah, it's the delivery that's really funny about that one. So yeah, it was just so off the cuff and made up. Minnow, seriously, her mic already sounds like it's reduced. Yeah, it does. It's like residing in her mouth and she just yells and screams. That's right. Yeah. Oh, I misunderstood your position. Okay, maybe. It's been years, and it could be that I was multitasking too, because sometimes I do that.
Why are you acting like this?
She goes,
I've been misunderstood more than once.
I ain't meeting her ass halfway, but Jackie, if you're ever in Baltimore, let's meet up for some coffee, girl.
You can't come to the house. You gotta worry about that. Jackie,
is that a threat? Is that meet up for some coffee?
That kind of person. Hey, people, Tiffany. That's not how Jackie is. But not,
it is if it's Ma.
That's probably is. You know what told Megan step outside. Not going around.
She might. She doesn't understand how the whole commentary thing works.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Right.
I'll get to know all about what.
Paused for just obligatory commentary. Go.
Wow, I'm sorry that happened. Wow. They're so vile.
Hey, Tiffany. I just put my mic on mute for a little bit, but I thought I'd pop up and say hi because it's been forever.
I know it. I'm so glad you're here.
All right, you're gonna hear the very annoyed me now because she's so annoyed. She's so annoyed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a great karaoke. Punk app Steve McRae is a sorry son of a. Yeah, Steve is a mess. He's a hot mess. I hang out with Simos still. I think you and Simos spar.
Oh, man.
No, but you know what? I don't get, and I'm still so frustrated with 4-pack here because she needs to keep her.
So 4-pack is Michelle, is what I gathered.
Mouth shut. The only reason why she's joining them is because she wants the drama. Listen, Michelle, we all know you're about the drama, and don't start walking.
What is this channel if not about the drama? Like you're literally moralizing about drama on a drama channel. Tiffany. Oh my gosh.
Around like you're some innocent little pissant with these people. Because there's some of us.
Have you ever heard of an innocent little pissant?
Who don't talk bad about people. You never see me going around bad mouthing people. And
I would disagree, actually. I feel like I've been bad mouthed by you before.
You were there.
I was fucking there, Michelle. You treated me like shit because I didn't want to do any drama.
That's very true.
So you know what, bitch? You want to start some drama.
You are drama right now. Look at you. Get your drama on, Tiffany.
We'll show who you really fucking are. Shut your mouth about.
You're literally showing us who you are.
Us. We're done with you. You left. Go your way and do your own fucking thing. Go do your makeup shit. Why don't you want to do your makeup shit?
I think it's funny how she thinks she can boss people around. She comes in. I don't even think this woman has a channel. And normally I don't comment on commenters, but she's come up a few times. Tiffany is this sanctimonious idiot that supports Roadhog and pretends like Roadhog can do no wrong and supports these guys and pretends like they can do no wrong. And she's just always like absolutely ridiculous when she pops on. So yeah. If she wanted the drama, Michelle would do a stream about them. She doesn't say much. She doesn't, actually. She doesn't. I say much more than her. I remember Simos. Simos is a sweetheart. We love Simos here. Simos is Minnow and I's homie. We've gone to war together in video games. We've saved each other's lives in video games.
Where's the Cupcake Jesus friend? Oh, right. You burned her. Listen, we are not here to play games and worry about how many fucking packs of cigarettes you're going to smoke. Go live your life. Do what you want to do, but keep our names.
Live your life. Hey.
Every single one of us out of your fucking mouth. We did not.
Tiffany.
Nothing to you. Nothing to you. So shut the.
Listen, tiffers. I said turfers. Maybe she's a turf too, probably. Tiffers, listen, Tiffers. I know you're trying to sound tough, but you don't sound tough. I'm just gonna say that your voice doesn't sound tough. Your delivery needs some work. Maybe drop a tone or two, maybe. But you're not very tough.
Fuck up. I'm done hearing anything that you want to say about us. And any fucking white person on this internet, that fucking, especially a white woman who wants to fucking say anything about racism, you have no right to say anything. We have no idea in our white privilege to know what it's like to be black. Never will we, and never should we even.
And that's probably why you voted for Trump.
Have any of that shit coming out of our fucking mouths. But it shows. It shows who you really are, you Alice and Pork Chop and everyone else. You fucking white bitches sit on some throne.
Did you see how everybody else, she's so careless. Pork Chop and Alice and everybody else. Well, here's the thing with him is there's times where some people have said like racist things. I actually remember Alice saying something that I was like, that's not cool, you know. And there's times where he really has used it as a shield. And I'll use an example. And I know you're like, you white bitches can't speak on it. I understand what you're trying to say. My lens would never see things the way he does. I understand I don't have the same experiences as he does. But let me tell you this. When he was just an avatar on Twitter that had no voice, and was just an avatar, I had no idea what his race was. And so all I knew is that there's this wolf guy trying to fight people. And he's like, fight me, bro. And he was saying violent things and stuff like that. And so what do you do to diffuse somebody or make fun of somebody that's on the internet that are just like, fight me, bro. You say something that's like a play on their avatar. And so it would make sense, since wolves are in the canine family, to say something like, okay, MMA puppy. And he called that racist. He said, I do MMA. I want to fight people, blah, 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 blah. And when he was called MMA puppy, he said that was racist. Well, what is a puppy? A puppy is a young canine. What is a wolf that is a young canine? What's a young wolf called? A young wolf called is a pup. I'm just saying. And he called that racist. I'm just trying to point out that he calls everything racist. And when you are like a angel avatar like me, it often is the case that people will make a devil comment because I have an angel, and they'll go, well, you're actually a devil. And so like that could be a racist comment. Should I have been Hispanic? Maybe because that some people have thrown that at Hispanic people to deliberately. It's a slur sometimes, thrown to Latinos sometimes. I know it's terrible. But like if you're just responding to the avatar, it's just the avatar. Like I find it stretchy as taffy because of how he uses it. I'm just explaining like we could have no idea who you are behind the avatar, which was the case originally, and then you would call it racist. So yeah, they like to bring up racism constantly. Yeah. And that's how he justifies saying violent things. He wants to beat me up personally because he says I'm really a man. So he thinks it's okay for him to beat me up personally. He says I'm gonna pull up, which is nothing I would ever do, and that he has this weird fantasy which involves me getting clobbered by him, I guess. And he has another weird fantasy where he wants to bury Alice alive, and just really creepy shit. It's really bizarre.
Thinking you can throw it around. We don't know. We've never lived that life. So how dare we even say a word about it? I'm sick of it. Racism is something that runs so deep for some people. We have no right to say anything.
It comes out naturally out of them, without me saying it, and it's still there no matter what.
And I'm so sorry, Wolf. You don't deserve it.
Sorry. Sorry. I can tell what dialect you have.
Any of it. I don't care what you say, who you say, what you do. You do not deserve any of that racist shit. And you know what? It only goes to show who they are, not who you are. End of story. It's just like all this shit with Bliss and stuff like that. Fucking bitch, get off the front porch, man. You know, like, come on.
That could be a racist comment. You don't know what. Like, I'm just pointing that out.
You're looking so bad.
We found out today that Alice and Porky was dealing with popcorn behind the scenes. That means popcorn was already cool. This was over here being fake the whole time. That's why she won't call Alice out. Even though Alice talked about her job and Alice apologized, she never cussed Alice out for it. She tried to cuss us out for it. It was already buddies.
Well, yeah, but it's just like when it all goes around because they were just looking to start shit. Come on. Like, we know Roadhog.
Started with a lot, yeah.
Roadhog did not say anything about JJ's daughter.
Right.
We know.
What? I disagree. He did, actually. He did. And you have this habit of defending Roadhog Tiffers. What is up with that? Like, do you just put earmuffs on and pretend to not notice the abuse that he slings constantly? Do you just pretend like you don't notice that? Like it's just not a thing? Like, how do you square, being friends or supporting that guy? How do you square that with your sanctimonious nonsense that you're spewing right now? How do you square that? It doesn't make sense. And I'm not just like, it's about the hypocrisy. Like, it literally doesn't make sense. You should have cognitive dissonance. Like he is a vicious bully, woman hater who has collected ROs like it's candy, both online and in real life. He has made threats. He is disturbed. And you think that that's like fine. Roadhog would never. Oh gosh. Who cares about your assessment of Porkchop or Alice when you are defending and on the side of somebody as grotesque as him? Like seriously, like, check yourself.
No, we know that.
We investigated over here and found out it was Day-Day talking about our own daughter. Tiffany's correct.
Yeah, except like, yeah. So even if somebody talks about their kids, you can take the higher ground and not be a jerk and not talk about their kids. So like Shani, for Christ, like, you can not talk about their kids. Like it makes sense to just skip over it, not talk about Steve's kid, not talk about kids, like it's, yeah. So, but that's not Roadhog.
And yet they still kept with that. So it's like they have always wanted to just start shit. That's who they are.
You really, really are on the wrong side of this, Tiffers. Like, they want to start, and you are in the pig pen and the wolf den at the same time. You are just delusional. I don't know what to say. It's just pure delusion at that point. I just don't even know. Sorry. I watched Popcorn live and they accused me of working behind the scenes, whatever that means. Working behind the scenes to do what?
We're not them. I'm sorry. You guys, yeah, I know. I get that you.
I'm glad that we're not you, because we would be defending somebody that has 9 ROs now, maybe 10. Somebody that degrades their own son on a stream. Somebody that has DV incidences and then live streams while the cops come and then says, bitches love that shit. I've seen him yelling and screaming. And I've seen that 1,000-yard stare on Ma, and you defend that guy.
You want to call out their bullshit, and I totally understand it. But my God, get a life. Some people need to fucking get a job and go to work. Then you come home, you're tired.
A lot of us work.
Have some good.
Do you see how like she's talking down? She just assumes people don't work while she's sitting on a panel of people that don't work. I don't think she works. I don't think Meg works. I don't think Black Wolf works. I don't think Ma works. But Tiffers here is telling us to get a job. And she's sitting on a panel of jobless people.
Good people in your life and get off the internet for real.
Instead, they went on the internet, they playing victim in a problem they created.
Right? Like, oh my God. Like, I just, you know, like, you guys know I love you and I'm always here to support you. But in the same sense, I like what they say falls on deaf ears to me now because it's like, oh my God, for the 100th time, you're saying the same thing.
They're getting black boxed out. They're getting black boxed out now and they hate it.
I wish I was deaf right now.
They hate my black boxes.
Like, let people be. Who cares if someone says something stupid? Who cares if someone spells something wrong? Let people live. I don't give a shit anymore. Let people. You want to talk about this? Go talk about this. You want to talk about that? Go do that.
You're talking freedom. They don't want nobody to have freedom. They want everybody to do what they say.
Like, if you want to go somewhere in a chat, have fun. They scare people off because they start shit. People don't want to chat somewhere.
I tell everybody go where they want to go. I even thought that Miss Patty and Miss Pat, if they want to go, and Sunday too, they want to go hang and KJ's chat. Nobody better not bother them for being over there. Those that me. My friends go where they want. Even if it's KJ, I don't support KJ, but I support those 3 ladies.
Like, I wonder, like, I think, you know, when Patty talks about how much she likes KJ, you know, sometimes in the back of my mind, Patty, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But in the back of my mind, I go, oh my God, not KJ. But Patty's such a wonderful person,
she is
right?
Wonderful. Yeah.
She's perfect. So whatever her reasons are for liking KJ, and she maybe sees something.
I love it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She sees something I don't see. That doesn't mean she's wrong for enjoying being there. As long as she's enjoying it, let her go.
Exactly. And I would not defend KJ, but if she's over there, KJ said hanging out, let her be. If you met her over there, you got to do me. Not because I'm defending KJ, but because I'm defending Miss Patty or something. You know,
right?
She knows what she wants to go.
I just don't
like KJ. Everybody knows that already. So,
you know, I've been in different chats, not chatting, and seen certain people on certain things. And does it go through my mind going, whoa, what?
I mean, oh, you're in Roadhog's chat. Oh,
the devil, you've been in there, you know? Like, I might say that in my mind, but I don't say it out loud and I don't judge somebody.
I do judge people in certain chats, but like I also pay attention to what they're doing. So like there's something called like soft trolling, and some people aren't really smart about what that looks like, and they just assume that somebody's buddies with somebody and they're literally soft trolling them. What I do to Aaron. But like there's other people that just praise and like, you know, Welsh rose them in chat, you know, like, oh, you're the best. And that's noticeable.
For doing their own thing. I mean, that's what it's all about. Go enjoy. And if you're having fun, do it, right? Like, as long as you're not hurting somebody, who do I care?
But your friends do hurt people.
Let me hurt. My friend is happy. My friend is still kidding with me. We don't talk. We're cool.
Yeah, we just don't talk about certain things, right?
Yeah, like my politics. I don't talk politics with my friends. Why? Because my friendships are not built on politics. That's both sides. Yeah,
and I mean, the thing is, sometimes we connect with different people. Like, I'll be honest, like, I know everybody hates Shens, and I'm not fond of her as a person, but there was a time when we discussed, because she also fostered puppies. So, you know, her and I would talk about that.
Right. But you're all hunky-dory with him randomly screaming her name, even though she hasn't been around forever. You're all hunky-dory with that. You're fine with that. What a weirdo. Let's see here. This is probably about RH. When his poor wife has to go to court to prove he doesn't have new cases from women he harasses on the internet, half of the cases they read off are from her. Yeah. That is true. That is true. Not following the argument. What did I miss? Patty enjoying KJ have to do anything? I think they're like just saying like me pointing out like, hey, you're supporting RH, and they're like, but who cares? You can go wherever you want. Why are you controlling me?
Yeah, but I didn't get involved in, the other part of it.
Right.
But we would share pictures of the dog, that kind of thing.
Oh, it's bad. I'm glad you did this.
Right, but do I
think the whole community bought it? Yeah, they have the whole community bought it for everything.
She's not a good person. I've seen her do really shitty things, but there was a time when I could relate in the sense of being a foster. Do you know what I mean? I could talk about those things versus
I could have said, everybody that's over there that turned on us was somebody I cared about.
Right? Yeah.
But it took, time.
So early in the stream, they talked about how like they don't fracture and they don't lose people. And now he's saying everybody that was over on that side I once cared about. So they do fracture. See? Up is down and down is up. Duh.
Time just happens. Over time, people realize them.
Yeah. And some people.
I had 6 years with Cindy. 6 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I can't even. I was never friends with them ever. Really, I didn't really talk to Bliss.
You were on different sides when they were in the community. I never wound up on the same side. That's how that happened.
Yeah, and I never, Cindy and JJ, their content makeup, I don't even wear it.
Seriously, Popcorn? Seriously? We've already talked about this shit with, I told her. But not as harassing her. Trigger her, but don't harass her.
They're like talking about all these subjects at the same time. She's watching the live stream while
I just fill everybody in on what they're trying to do. Frame job. Remember what frame job.
He still can't do anything with the group chat. I told her about the group chat. Go find something in the group chat.
Everybody be wary. Okay, like I said now. We get over here, but on the side was crack that over Columbia. Frame job. Watch out for frame job. Everybody frame job.
Yeah, frame jobs.
Out.
I got the point across. Yeah, remake frame job. Look at frame job.
I know. I'm just on panel 2, Heather.
But the thing is, I'm sitting there going, how are people thinking and so worried about framing other people? Like, oh my God.
What? She thinks she's got this whole gotcha moment, guys. I swear to God, she thinks she's got this whole gotcha. No, you don't.
I mean, y'all went live today and they acted like y'all.
Oh, yeah, I got some place about already.
Yeah, we already told. Remember, we all talked about that. I even mentioned it. Yeah. I even brought it up.
Hey, Popcorn.
Months ago.
No matter what you say about everybody here, if you're not saying anything worse than Pedro like you are, they better than you are still.
There he goes again. He uses that just at every turn for everybody.
Popcorn really need me to bring out. Okay, I gotta find the live now, Popcorn. I swear to God, and then I'm going to have to tag her. It's right here, you idiot.
No love for Rookie. Rookie Pank. I'm Rookie Pank.
She's such a fucking rookie.
She's a rookie, man.
I know it. She's a rookie. I'm dealing with a goddamn rookie online.
Yeah, you got 3 years. We're gonna wait 3 years. Everybody here got at least 3 years or more. Everybody here got 3 years or more.
Yeah.
Everybody here.
Well, I'm not 3 years or more. Like that's 67, Tiffany. I'm
3 years or more. But I don't keep any conversations. I'm just gonna tell you all. Anything that's in DM gets deleted. I don't do that to people. That's just not my thing. Like seriously.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't have been my thing, but the way
it's still better than sunscreechery. It really is. Still better. If I'm too loud, let me know, by the way. I don't want to be a sunscreechery. It's bizarre to me that they let him constantly threaten and take Shen's child away because Alice is online all the time. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. He's like cray-cray. And he knows they're not the same person. He's just trying to torment somebody that's like literally moved on. And it's just weird. It's so weird. And it's obsessive and really strange. Yeah. Like Meg and friends know they're different people out there, yet they fuel it. Yep. Yep, they totally do. And then they claim that the child is wonderful and fine. Yes, because that's how he gets around his rules after he breaks it. He just says, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
Way people go sometimes, you have to be able to protect yourself sometimes. If you know it's going the wrong way, sometimes it does get bad.
I do understand that. I do, but I think I've kept my circle pretty small that anyone I talk to directly.
I think I just have friends that are complete assholes, and I like that.
So, you know, like there's no reason for me to, you know, and nobody, and nobody knows my personal life, you know what
Well, thank God.
I mean, except for a small few. So, well, that's the only way.
Yeah, I ain't telling them nothing.
But I'm just saying, for me, even on my texts from people, my best friends and stuff, they if it gets too big, it gets deleted. Like it's just who I am. Like, oh my God, there's too many in there. I'm deleting it. We'll start fresh tomorrow.
Hey, don't tell my mom. The worst person.
She like OCD about chats. Like, what's that about?
No, this is my mom. She be on my pictures. I'll be like, delete.
Do you have a Signal chat that we need to know about?
That's me. Delete. Okay, delete.
I moved to the folder because like these my nieces and nephews. So I moved to the folder over here. I'm like, Mom, my thing is getting slow because of you.
I have to find the live.
I love it, dude.
I'm gonna drop down again.
I'm not.
Oh, Tiffany, thank you for coming up. We always love you coming on the panel. You always
anytime,
have
anytime, man. Yeah.
I love you guys. Just needed to drop a few F-bombs and, you know, make everything better. And I'll stay for a little bit longer.
You made everything better, Tiffers. Good job.
And I'll see you in chat.
Okay, sounds good. We love you.
I'm just going to make everything better and give you my wisdom. A manicure, that's cool. Well, thanks for popping in. That's cool.
Hey, Reagan.
Hey, Reagan.
It's not like I gave a lot of warning. I just let her went live, so I get it.
At least I still have all the court recordings.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right.
Hoggets, what is she saying exactly?
Oh, she's done with her live. At the very end, she's like, "Is this you, Hoggets? Is this you? Is this you?" Not asking her to go trigger Brooke. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I even talked about that a few months ago.
The Brooke does herself, right? Brooke does herself and then tried to go to court and lie and say, right? She lost the court. Yeah, don't bring her up.
Fucking lied. He lied and she lost. I'm sorry.
How you gonna flex off somebody that lost? Yeah. How you gonna flex off somebody that lost the court?
Yeah, flex for someone that used to support Roadhog too. So go sit down.
Everybody over there, you support Roadhog. Everybody over there.
Popcorn, you still haven't shown anything from the group chat that incriminated all of us, including Shay. Hello? Hello?
I live on a different planet.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I talked about that months ago, and I'm trying to find the live because I shared all the DMs. Because remember when I scrolled through her chat?
If you gave it to me, it's in the folder. Ninja be sending stuff out of the folder.
Well, no, I did a live about it.
Oh, okay.
I did a live about it. I gotta fucking find it, and I'm gonna tag her ass. It says, "You mean this one right here?"
I have to look.
Man, I swear to God.
I probably got it. So look, I
gotta go back.
I don't know that I got in there. Megan tell you, it would be middle of the day. I'm like, oh, I found this right here.
Yep.
I don't know what I got in there. I got a lot.
So basically, they talked a bunch of nonsense, and
I'll try to remember.
We're totally bothered and triggered.
What's her name? Chinley.
I
call her the Chin Lady because all you see is that chin in that picture.
AZ turd. Yeah, AZ turd. No good bitch. Talk a lot of shit and don't do shit.
His daughter. Fuck yeah.
Have fun.
I sure fucking did in those court papers. Just like she put my daughter's voices up on her fucking YouTube playing that video that she didn't have permission to.
Wait. She got a problem, baby. Let's not problem, baby. Let me close my mouth.
I think it's a good idea to cut kids out, like even their voices.
People. While AZ was treating Miss Roadhog like shit, AZ was keeping her own baby from her baby daddy and she wanted more fucking money. I got his own words written. His handwritten note. He took the court. She wanted his kids for more money. While treating Miss Roadhog, calling her Miss Roadhog, a bad mother, worst mother on earth. You got to do that to her own child. So fuck AZ.
They do that a lot. They start talking at the same time. There's one where he's on the filter, and maybe it's on his channel, and he's like Darth Wolf Den family, and then they're all talking at the same time. Or there's another time when Sunshine Screechery, I like your nickname, Sunshine, this is gonna stick, Sunshine Screechery was like, my bunny and this wild bunny and bunny, and he's like, and if you pull up, I'll mortalize you, kind of thing. And he's ranting who knows what, making threats about who knows who, this time. And then Megan was trying to talk about something else, and then Jackie was like bunny, and it was just absolute mayhem. And they keep doing this on streams. It just turns into mayhem. They can't even I don't know, just take a breath for a minute, and let somebody talk. You're on each other's show. What's going on? Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's also it's just, you have to be up for it, right? Because it's just noise.
Well, I'll be racist to me at the same time. So fuck AZ.
Let's see, December. Okay, which one? I got Siwa. It
Hey,
had to be in December.
Something else up. Mrs. Roanoke tried to serve AZ for court. AZ hid from me in court by Indiana state law. If they cannot find the other person to serve them, court will not proceed.
And I wanted to face her in fucking person.
Lols.
Fucking right, she hid from me and served.
I wanted to face her in person.
You can talk.
Oh, you're just gonna have to pine for that. You know, sometimes we just have to get used to disappointment, Ma.
Tell what you want to, no shit. No good race.
But you know what?
Sorry,
but you know what, Claire? Like
Miss
Miss Chinny Chin Chin, she never went to the police or needed an RO.
No, she didn't.
She never felt threatened.
Roanoke did not dox her ever. He did not dox her. He got the wrong person.
And the only person that he's ever.
I love how they're like, he didn't dox her, he got the wrong person. Like that's somehow like, okay, that makes everything right. Like there was an attempt. There was an attempt and he failed. So that means that he's still a good person, right? No, he's tells you that he's a POS.
Dox was Casey.
And he apologized to Casey. That's our friend.
That's the only person he's ever fucking doxed.
Yep. But AZ lied and doxed his house. Turned his house to fucking and tag Reagan in the post. And look at what we got here, Reagan. That shit, multi-face, biscuit-face bitch. I hate that bitch. I'm sorry. I hate Acevedo. I'll be sticking up your Acevedo. I hate you, bitch.
Repeating, see.
Calm down, dude. You've got some anger.
Title 5 lies. No, I'm still trying to find.
Y'all ain't working anger. Oh, send that bitch out of here. You ain't shit. Your mom ain't shit. Your dad ain't shit. And you ain't shit.
Oh, do you need my left titty tonight? You can't have it going.
Hey, thank you for watching. Hey, thank you for watching. October Slug. October Slug was watching.
Did she just offer her left? You know what? Like, that's gross.
Oh, wait, yeah, look at that. Well, step real entertainment. She watch Rebus all day, and you get tired of that shit. Welcome back.
Rebus does the Lord's work, but I can't deal with the amount of content that he has to sort through.
You can't speak. Who you guys is watching? Thank you. Hey, don't pass go. And put a nickel in the machine. You good? You know you ain't got no nickel in it. Fucking dicks, bitch. I can't stand that bitch, man. Shit, for those who don't know, October Slug is one of the people that was in contact with Mr. Rock's family.
Oh, we all know it's Clarissa.
Yeah, most likely Clarissa, most likely.
Oh, it's Clarissa. There's no way Clarissa wouldn't be online.
Okay, understood. I mean, that's an option, but I can't confirm that. But I just know it's one of the fucking clowns. I know that much. And they become into and angry Rebus and good old Baggins over there. And laughing his comments all day. They laugh at his racism. They laugh at his attack Mr. Dog every day. So who's supposed to mess with what? She does. Like I said, proven for a fact that out of 365 days in a year, as many bad ones Road Dogg has, Rebus has that many more. I'm trying to abuse this one right here verbally every day. Road Dogg and Herbert have great days. And Rebus on this motherfucking YouTube trying to verbally this one right here for months. Road Dogg and Herbert doing good. Every day he's doing it. He verbally this woman, and then he told her, "If you leave your husband, I'll take the videos down." Bitch, who the fuck you, Rebus? As you contacted Road Dogg's $13. You a bitch, dude.
I think people felt sorry for Ma actually a bit, you know, and so you're just watching people like in this terrible cycle, and Rebus, although he is definitely pointing out the creepiness of y'all, I think he still humanizes people. So I think that was more out of like a pity thing.
Is it the one where I showed JJ shit too?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We got it probably. I mean, shit.
No. It's I know it's a video that I made. I just gotta find it.
They always talk over each other. It's so funny. Wolf will be ranting and threatening people, and Meg will be just like, "Oh, hey, whoever's mommy," and then Jackie will be like, "Did I tell you I'm an animal lover?" Pretty much. That's how it goes. It's like that constantly, all at the same time. It's just so wild. It's just absolute mayhem constantly.
Y'all turn blind eye shit over there. We don't do that shit over here. Y'all try to say we do. No, y'all do that shit. Y'all got shit color blinders on. We talk to each other over here. Somebody make us there. We talk to them. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it firsthand when Judge fucked up.
Oh, we had a troll come in. Look at that October person.
Yeah. Oh, did you miss it?
Yeah, I did.
I told her that she needed my left titty tonight, but she can't have it.
Ew.
That bitch is stupid, dude.
October, you're an idiot.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm sure your owners and leaders ain't gonna like that to it, but I'm screenshot anyway.
Okay, there we go. I got to find this live.
Thank you. Hey, we don't come to your live and talk shit though. But you see this right here, right?
Wait.
Again.
Did she go live?
No, I'm saying we don't come to there, whatever. No, whatever live she be in.
Oh, you mean like trolling in the chat?
Yeah, slipping around and shit.
Yeah, we don't go in there. Ooh, we got some more eyes on us too.
I know doing out there. I'm gonna bring it to the world. That's weed.
Well, yeah,
good people.
Popcorn's live ended, so that's why they're all here.
No, we for bad people. Only good people.
These were under. Trixie had made a post about
they're gonna get triggered by Becky.
This, but Becky P and Tracy.
Y'all be mad on
that. Why are they calling me Mama Hog? I thought Mama Hog was Joanne, because that's the one that when they were talking about Mama Hog, and I'm like, Mama Hog. That because they call Joanne Mama Hog.
Becky P, you said that Mrs. Hoggett causes havoc when she's bored. Where do you get that from? Because that is not true. First of all, the woman is busy all the time, so she's never bored. I can promise you that.
I don't know. If she was really busy, I don't think she'd have this online presence that you guys are describing.
I've been kind of bored this week. Shit starts back up next week. I go fucking lie.
It could be worse. We could all be Becky P. We could all dox a black woman. What kind of black dox a white woman? We could all be Becky P.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that,
I've never
seen it. She's on both sides all the time.
I might have read it, but I've never seen it.
We'd be happy with Becky. It could be Becky. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Be blessed.
Or Trixie, aka Alice.
Can you imagine?
She's not breaking.
Probably have a headache every day.
Yeah, do you know what TOS is?
I'm not. How am I breaking TOS? I'm not banned or kicked off or what the fuck?
Remember she had a YouTuber. Yeah, but now you're all YouTubers now.
They do. They take pride in themselves blocking for every person that comes in with the slightest criticism, and they get all tough and caring people, and they say stuff. You know what's weird is they keep trying to say, come on in, click the link, and then like I clicked the link once and it literally said holy spackle. It was on an alt and they blocked me. So like it's a lie when they say click the link, because I did click the link and then they were like, oh no. block from StreamYards. It was funny.
Stella, we're gonna debunk this tonight.
Boom.
Yeah, I'll come back to this one real quick. Let me do a little rename on that so I can find it again. And I'm gonna go pull up the clip.
Okay.
So when we come back to it,
I want to know this.
She said let me show y'all. She said we spoke bad on her grandkids. Tammy Sue was up here with us recently. It was just not that long ago, and Tammy Sue said a very kind comment. I hope that Michelle's grandkid or grandson is doing well. I hope they're doing well. She said, they're like part of our family. We heard about them all the time. She didn't say one mean thing, and Wolf and I agreed with her. But here, Michelle is lying to Bliss Chris, saying that we spoke bad on her grandkids. And I have the clip to show that she is lying. So I'm going to be pulling it up. So I don't know why you have to lie. You want these people to like you so bad, Michelle. You're willing to say anything, and you look like an idiot.
Done that. I don't remember it, but you could have. It sounds like it's
really
in your capacity.
Makes you grounded.
Doesn't sound out of line with your character, Meg.
I'm gonna find it. I gotta go get it pulled up.
Okay.
She's gonna.
You were looking for a video too, weren't you?
About Michelle, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for a video right now because I don't know if it's on his or mine. Because I showed Jugs's chat with JJ's like all in it.
So what? Terry Lynn's gonna do a live tonight about Shelly.
Yeah, in about 1 minute. Yep.
Daring people.
Geez,
yeah,
man.
Click the link.
They're still going at her too, huh?
Yep. Damn it.
What's going on now?
That's pathetic.
I can't.
They're attacking pork chop.
I think it's still on my community board too.
Here's the wildest shit.
And then Tiffany decided
make up shit about like we didn't say and call that out. They're mad at shit, but they can't stand up for actual kids like yours and Caterpie and so forth. My nieces, yeah, they can't stand up for that shit, but they're standing up for their imaginary shit. The parents say we talk about kids. They're not fake them motherfuckers are.
Trying to find.
Who's that about kids? You're not like us. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many like facets of different communities that a lot of people are in. That he thinks that everybody has nothing better to do but like try to goalie and guard each other's kids. And it's like, yeah, if I see nonsense going down that's attacking some of these kids, I'm going to try to shut it down in my field, But if I'm completely uninvolved, and I am completely uninvolved in the hogs business, like in every way possible, I am not going to involve myself there. I'm not, because they are problematic, really problematic people. So like this nonsense of like, you have to run to the defense of Meg's kid. And it's like, I don't like what Cheshire said, but I also think that Meg has been using this as a victim card. And I think it's disgusting to use your kid. And I view it as you using your kid, because if if my kid was being attacked by somebody, I would want it to not be highlighted everywhere. And you highlight it and you bring up some gross jumps, I guess. And I think that's weird. I just think it's a weird response.
Right.
No, I'm not.
I think it's a selfish response. I think it's a response that a narcissist would have.
No, Meg, I'm totally not.
Okay, let's see. I found the clip. This was the clown explosion that we did live recently, where kids off limits one.
Yep.
And that's where her grandson or grandkids or whatever got brought up, and nothing bad was said. So
maybe just don't bring them up.
It's really quick, so it won't take but a second.
Okay.
No problem. I'm eating rice and chicken.
I'm looking for the post where even because Jugs even posted it, and then I replied back to it because she's like, "Oh, you got this gotcha moment." I'm like, no.
Does anybody care about Jugs?
Right.
This whole time I don't care about Jugs.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna let this play, and you're gonna hear Tammy Sue talk in a second.
I don't know that. I know she's creepy.
Yeah, another stock account.
With their children.
My God.
Right.
You talk negative about kids, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna talk negative about anybody's kids. I said all kids are wonderful.
Yeah, all kids are wonderful. I would never want anything to happen, even to these trolls that we don't like, you know, to their children or anything like that. I could never imagine going and attacking their kids and saying these kind of things on their children.
No,
man. Nobody with common sense or intelligence is gonna say that shit and okay it. Okay, Michaela, you didn't say just now. Then don't say shit to me because I ain't said shit nowhere near what they said. Not even bad.
It might have been right before that. Hang on one second.
You sat there and took it.
Let me go right before that timestamp because I think Wolf said all kids are wonderful right after.
Yeah, and that's what it could be. They're wonderful. They get older and they become us, and then they're not wonderful. I laughed at this morning. I already knew some shit, and they didn't have.
And and they can re-upload and do whatever they want. So.
Thank you for bringing awareness to this. It's been terrifying for many people. I don't find him terrifying because I can't see him leaving the house. I think a roadhog though could. And so like I don't find Wolf incredibly terrifying, but I do think RH is really twisted. He was really creepy when he was creeping on AZ. Like it was abnormal. It was weird. It's like he had this creepy, perverted thing for her or something. It just was really uncomfortable. And so, like, I find him to be more of a threat because he actually mobilizes where Wolf is, like, probably not going to leave his recliner, you know. He wants everybody else to pull up.
She sold herself out yesterday when she tried to say, Alex is always right. So I guess she's right when she said you on you. Like, no, it can't.
We're trying to forget you, not.
Yeah, all of you.
Right, yeah.
We started YouTube, right? They follow us to YouTube. They follow us. Yep, they follow us.
Come on, Macaroni. You want to go out?
The same as you, Rebus. He lost 3 channels. They still got 2 more up on Roadhog.
Yeah, Porkchop's got enough threats where they do sound pretty serious.
This is true. Hello, Madam Pat Wetzel. Hello, beautiful.
I think, still talking about Roadhog and
we had a good time.
right after that.
Okay. The Hogs have been with their children the last 5 years. You've been stalking me for 5 years, Alice. You've neglected it.
Yeah,
you have one.
Oh please, the Hogs have been with their children. Yeah,
they're amazing parents.
I'm sure when they're adults, they'll be so thankful.
Yeah,
and
nothing bad on child. Alice neglecting the child. Nothing bad there. I'm jealous. Go. Nothing bad about children there. Alice was neglecting them, is what I said. Nothing bad about children. Doesn't know me.
Yeah, another stock account.
My God.
Right.
You talk negative about kids, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna talk negative about anybody's kids. I said all kids are wonderful. Wonderful joy.
Yeah, all kids are wonderful.
Except you threatened about taking people's kids. Like you imagine this with Alice, with Shen, and gosh, who else did you say that? I mean, there's somebody else, but yeah, all kids are wonderful. Oh, Bliss, you go on about hers. Dude, come on, you fake. You just you run up to the line and pretend like you don't.
I would never want anything to happen, even to these trolls that we don't like, you know, to their children or anything like that. I could never imagine going and attacking their kids and saying these kind of things on their children.
No.
Nah, man. Nobody with common sense or intelligence can say that shit. Ain't okay.
I should have been all those
you didn't say
I just
shit. Then don't say shit to me because I ain't said shit nowhere near what they said. Not even bad at all. They said sick shit. You didn't say shit, right? You sat there and took it. You sat there and enabled it.
Shit.
Don't say
all right,
shit.
let me find it real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
So y'all don't have to be
I was
y'all don't have to be tortured.
I was giving
Let me just look it up. I gotta look it up this way.
Found it.
Okay, yeah, I'll stop sharing in case you want to share while I look for this. Because I thought Tammy came up right after that.
Let me do that, Miss Pat.
Can I show my screen?
Wait a minute.
Can I show
yeah. Yes, you can. I'll pop it up there for you once you click share.
There you go, share.
There it is.
Okay, so this was 3 months ago, popcorn.
3 months ago.
Yeah, this is exactly what me and Jugs were going back and forth that I posted. So, 3 months ago, I told people I did that.
Look at that, man. Wow.
I don't know what you want, popcorn. The whole gotcha moment, because the whole gotcha moment was 3 months ago, popcorn.
Wow.
3 months ago.
Yeah. Y'all planned this 5 months ago. Y'all talking about the month? They add up, huh?
3 months ago. 3 months ago.
3 months ago today, whatever. You're always a POS.
We were right there. I was just a hair off. So, to show you that nothing.
Hey, y'all
bad
can't
was
rewrite that.
said.
You see that happen. You can't rewrite that shit. Understand, clowns?
Right. Nothing bad was said on Michelle's grandchildren. Here we go.
Maybe just don't talk about our grandchildren.
Still think of Michaela's grandchildren and stuff, because they were part of our family for a while.
Amen. Yes, they were.
Right.
They were part of our family.
It's a shame
for a
that she
while?
flipped
What
on
the hell
us
are you
and
on
all
about?
that just to because she wanted to go get attention and you know,
weirdo.
it's going to end badly over there. See, that's all Tammy Sue said was she still thinks about that for herself, you know. So unfortunately, we never said a cross word on your grandkids, kids, or anything. Because they're not part. I mean, we would never talk bad on kids. Number one, they don't have anything to do with any of this. And you went out and on YouTube and lied. Just because you want to go with the crowd, Michelle. That's
you're a lying piece of shit.
And we just proved you lied right here because you heard Tammy.
He barely pays attention to you.
Michelle's
but
kids.
Boy, you excited and fired up.
You were credible 5 minutes ago. You ain't credible now. Lying ass motherfucker. You ain't shit.
Right.
You ain't shit.
If you notice, Meg thinks that she can bully Michelle, like to either get baited into like a just back and forth locked in fight with her, or to bait her into like fear and maybe shut down, not run her channel. But like you can tell with the energy level that she has that she thinks that she has some leverage or something. But I gotta tell you, she's been doing just fine without even paying attention to y'all. I'm just saying.
Right there clears that. Nobody said shit. Whatever you think you heard,
that was very sweet of Tammy Sue to say. Even after all you've said about all of us, Michelle and Tammy Sue still had something really kind to say.
Still bigger heart than you, exactly. But we bad, right?
And then there she is. I've been called everything. No, you haven't, Michelle. You chose this path. You flipped on us and went over there and started.
You chose this path. You were the chosen one, Michelle, but you turned to the dark side. Why? Why did you do that? Why? Oh my gosh, she's so weird. I don't know. I feel like people shouldn't do that. Yeah, don't disclose anything here. I feel, how do I say this to make sense? I feel that I need to stay away from all that case because of my close proximity to one of your enemies, or one of our mutual enemies, and because of the sparring back and forth verbally, I think I can't be near it because I don't think it would help you. So
trashing all of us. You're trashing people you don't even know. I've even seen you talk bad about Hogettes and people you barely know.
Yeah, she don't know shit about me.
You don't know shit, dude.
So, you're just going with the crowd and it looks really bad.
I know you don't know this shit, Michaela.
Like a little groupie.
Yeah, but I kept that shit separate from our chat, Michaela. Even Megan didn't know what was going on YouTube. I still feel her on what's going on. I kept that separate from y'all. YouTube, I kept separate from what was going on Twitter. I did that very well. So you don't know shit.
And Bliss said, I'm so sorry. And then she goes into basically, she's still going with the story that her kid was talked bad on, right? But that didn't happen either. And like I said,
I watched that happen.
I got to find it because I know it's in live. and I'm gonna find it, and y'all are gonna see something real big. And it's
dude, it does happen. So like you guys are just BS.
gonna make some jaws drop. Just wait.
Bliss, if you don't want nobody telling you to stay off his computer, you shouldn't have told us you were on it. Now, as an adult, I'm telling you to stay off the wonderful young man's computer. He's fine. He's wonderful. You're not. Stay off his computer.
Yeah, that's not.
Wolf, who's not a parent, is giving parenting advice. Irony, huh? That's some male privilege right there, Wolf. Let's see here. Meg tried to make Michelle choose between her and Linda. Michelle chose Linda. Bye-bye, Meg. Good choice. Good choice. Definitely. Talking about somebody's kid is low-hanging fruit. Not cool. Deleted. Troll. Not cool at all. Doxing a name's not cool, and we know it's from your side. Talking about somebody's kid, a low-hanging fruit, getting someone upset. It's a very cheap way to make content. It is, and it's just unnecessary, and I think just not very humane. Yeah, if you see somebody with a doxing sock, you just take that out right away. Boom. I don't mind dissenting opinions. Like somebody's like, "Oh, you're dumb" or whatever. You can leave that. The only thing like I care about is things like that. That is a zero tolerance. Goodbye. So not cool.
Trashing a kid. He's talking to you.
You, Bliss,
not the kid.
Your actions. The kid didn't do nothing at all wrong. It's wonderful. You did wrong, Bliss. Fuck you.
Nobody called you a child abuser, Bliss. You are lying. Nobody called you a child abuser.
No, I never. Yeah, I'm not.
You exaggerate and lie because you want to play victim. You're the one that also flipped on us and walked away. I guess you forgot that.
Yeah.
I love how like she'll say nobody did this and this happened and that happened, and she always goes, "And you're the one that walked away." I mean, that's how she justified dragging somebody else's mental health story about, I'm trying to be not triggering, but trigger warning, and someone's mental health story about maybe checking out. And she dragged that out in front of everybody in great detail, her and Wolf, that things that we didn't need to know. Like, I didn't need to know all that stuff. Like, and it's like, once friends with Meg, if you walk away, it's all fair game. You know, if you walk away or fall out, it's all fair game with her. And that's something to notice with her, that like when I fall out with my friends, I don't want to rip them to shreds. I might have hurt feelings. I mean, you know, like if I care about something, I have hurt feelings sometimes, like if I have a falling out. But because I value friendship, and I think it says something about my character, I don't want to just be like, did you know, or something. Like I think it's wrong. And that's the difference between me and you is, yeah, it hurts my feelings if, I have a falling out with a friend, but I'm not going to treat him like shit on YouTube because of it. Like, I don't know.
You got
it. Blames everyone for it.
Yeah, they admitted it for 2 months. They had planned their hate screen. And for 2 months, they're being fake to everybody, including us.
Oh, that figures. That makes more sense of why JJ came in here one night and why Cindy came the next night. Yeah. They never have come to my lives before, and I knew it was shady as hell.
They fucked up in a minute. The clip was on my YouTube. They fucked up in a minute that they planned that shit.
That's about right, shady bitches.
I don't know who you are, but you look like a troll, so goodbye.
My puzzle starts coming together when you get the amazing.
Yep. That figures they would go over there and talk to them. Yeah. They could be one big happy troll, trashy family.
So the video I posted today, it showed Popcorn welcoming Porky or no racist shit into her chat, right? And then they were sharing files alive.
Michelle, if all kids are off limits, then where were you when all that shit was being said on Lily? Yeah. You were once close to me and Lily. Why didn't you speak up and say that was wrong if all kids are off limits, huh? You supported the stuff that was being said. Don't tell me all kids.
Chess is gross. Mania's gross. You're gross. Chess and EKC fighting, they're like the same kind of position, really. So like I horrible people are fighting horrible people. Where am I? Saying watching horrible people fight horrible people.
are off limits for you when you're out there supporting some of the nasty that's being said.
Supporting? I don't see her supporting anything.
We've been saying nothing about that. We won't go for that. That don't fly over here, and you know it too.
And Trixie, he didn't say. We just said it. He didn't say anything on Bliss's kid. She lied.
Never.
No, you did.
Don't worry, that proof is coming real soon. So just wait.
I mean, if they got something, we said something, where it show it. They would have showed it many times.
Yeah, they would have showed it already over and over again.
But they don't have to.
Wolf told Dad about my kid, even though it's
but
not
I'm honest.
true.
I'm like them. I'm honest. I keep repeating what I said. The same shit over there. My story never changes. It's the same shit every time. Your kid's wonderful. You say I was a computer. It's never gonna change, Bliss.
Oh, I already read that.
I'm honest like that. And you know that, Bliss. You already know that. I'm more honest than you ever will be.
I told Shelly Albert in January 8th to go. She should make a police report on my community post. Yeah, on my community post.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Wow.
Nobody was. I wasn't angry ranting, Alice. I just talked, But I'm not the one that ran away from Twitter today and tried to say they were bullied off of Twitter. You're so full of shit. Nobody believes you were bullied off of Twitter whatsoever. You are the bully. You are the bully, dumb bitch.
Yeah, when we get excited over here, she interprets that as triggered. So I can say we're triggered over here for her to think
these people calling people's bullies is really rich.
we're excited. She back as fuck. But you made us fuck.
Yeah.
So.
What you did was you deactivated like you do every so often to go wipe your Twitter and wipe your Trixie account like you did. You took all those videos down, just like you're probably doing on your Twitter. We've seen this movie over and over again. You've been doing this for years. We know your pattern, and nothing changes. The only difference is now you got Court Talk gassing you up and patting you on the back, and you think you're badass, but you're not.
Yeah, she's powdering your butt. That don't mean badass. She's just powdering your butt.
Yeah.
They won't get the reference. Yeah, we love you, Kiao. Kiao, man, we love you, Kiao.
Again, Pork Chop. I'm not taking up for anybody, but I am going to say that you trying to point the finger on one person isn't going to work because at least that person has, this might have been part of y'all's fake bullshit with Cupcake Jesus when y'all did the computer scam. But if you're mad that anybody ever signed for a package at my old place, that's too bad. Lily's dad. How dare somebody sign that you're own? How dare but actually, according to Amazon, nobody signed for a package. So again, I think that's just y'all's made up bullshit.
Yeah, scheme. Remember scheme. Yeah, they get the plot. They get the plot.
The computer scheme that Michelle, helped scheme up.
For Megan and shouldn't let that happen. Yeah, she was already working for the devil, so she couldn't let you have that computer.
Yeah, we heard you had. Yeah, she had one foot out the door, maybe actually a little bit more, and was giving information to somebody while she was with us. Yeah. So that's why it was so easier for her to go over there.
You want to know maybe IG? Actually, maybe look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, okay? Look in the mirror.
So no, but I'm not mad about that because you still don't have the name right. Yeah. Do you really think?
I thought they assigned you a number that's like for nursing that is like a specific number. And then I would imagine the tie-in would be more like your social than your married or unmarried name, but maybe I'm wrong.
That I've told anybody except for a few people that I trust what name is on my license.
Yeah.
What name is on my You don't have the right name. I'm sorry, but you don't.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't. I confirm you don't.
I would not be working for this big cardiology clinic without a license. I can promise you that.
Right. I confirm you got
it. Oh, she did get a license then back. Interesting.
Anyway,
I thought if you were caught using and you were a nurse, you did lose your license, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I was a big scream. I thought it would kill the anti-cancer community. It was a big scream. Yeah.
Nobody's grifting. You might want to talk to Michelle about grifting.
Yeah, talk to Dirty Miss Sal, Stephanie. She grifting. She needs some money on mom and daddy couch.
Yeah, or Dirty Uncle Sal.
Yeah, do some mom, do some money. You're a fool man.
Oh no, that's
I don't know. I hope
I have no idea who.
You have a life. Imagine the life, dog. Imagine that. Something you ain't got, Porky. You got a life. It's okay. It's okay, Porky. I need to understand the concept of life. It's what you're living. So it's okay. She's not in danger. She's doing a good thing called life. Dumb ass. I'm glad you
who are you today? A rotten piece of meat. I know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. Sorry,
you know who you are. We absolutely know who you are.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening Pork Chop right there? We know who you are. Is that a threat, Meg? Are you threatening Pork here? Interesting. 1 second here. 1 second, I'll be right back. I don't know how my little blonde, he's blind. He's like 16 years old and he can still manage to get in trouble. Like, what are you doing?
Well, we're confused, y'all, so we know that. We good.
26.
You just don't think we
Oh,
do.
shit, there's now.
26. Okay, those are all court.
Yeah, there she is. No, you don't, Michelle. You don't know 6 people that know my name because if that's the case, all 6 have their own name because I never told you the actual name because I never fucking trusted you all the way, dumb bitch.
Ooh, she's getting aggressive. Do you hear that aggression in her? She's mad. She's mad. She's really mad. Oh my gosh. I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's see here. Dueling voices. I know they all talk at the same time. It's wild. It's just they don't even care. They're just one guy's ranting and she's like, talking. And luckily we don't have Jackie here screeching, so that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Oh, so nurses can get their license back. I wasn't sure on that. Because I wasn't absolutely sure on that because I felt like I heard the opposite, but I wasn't sure.
Curl, Larry, Moe, and Nick 3 cousins. They don't count. They don't count.
Never trusted you or Sue all the way to ever give out the real name. I am not that dumb.
I know Sue
always
and
knew
she never met
that
IG.
Sue was talking to people behind my back, and somebody very close to me always was warning me about you. And
this is the woman who talks behind everybody else's back too. Like an example is she says this didn't happen, but it did. She joined Unirock's Discord briefly to follow other people that were splintering from Aaron, and to prove that she was not a mole to me, she sends me DMs of Claire. And she's like, look, this happened and I disagreed and and I'm like trying to make Claire look really bad. And I think her hope was that I'd pass it on to Unirock, which I didn't do. But it made me go, I don't like you. Like I didn't know what, like the 3 came in at the same time. So I didn't know what to think of any of them yet. And when she did that, I was like, this is a traitor. This is somebody that betrays their friends. This is somebody that you pay attention to. Because, it did not make you look good, Meg.
And so I just kept my wall up a little bit with you because, and the person was right. She was absolutely right about you. And I found out what you had been saying when you were modding for Veda about me the whole time.
And real proof. Yeah, proof. Yeah, y'all can't see it. It's there. If you can't see it, I mean, it's not there.
Yeah. And then take a hike, Megan. You have gone live every day spreading lies and BS about many people. Not many people, just I'm not spreading lies. We're telling the truth and calling out the BS.
Who the fuck are you in the internet?
and like, who made you the boss of the internet, number one? And you need to go look at
a lot about lately.
Because you troll Wolf and I obsessively every single day for years.
You know life skills? Manipulation is the only life skill you got, and that's only bad.
You guys are talking every single day.
I
don't know if you have met Amir yet.
I'm bullied off the internet. No, you're not. You're just plotting your next stalk that you're doing.
You were making up shit about my mom yesterday. Remember that? You're not a victim. You're a victim of your own problem you created. You
said you're going live. You are too fucking chicken shit to go up on a live. You ditch out every single time.
I hope no live.
Use your voice too. Yeah, use your voice too. We do.
Do you join Julie?
Yeah, use your real voice and turn that camera on so everybody can see what you really look like, not your fake pictures.
Turn your camera on.
Probably like a humpback Notre Dame, probably bad hump third butt chicken fry.
And don't worry, when y'all go live, we're gonna be right here to debunk every last lie while you're live.
Ahead of time. We gotta be sneaky about it. We're gonna tell you ahead of time. We're gonna be there. Tell you. That's how good we are. Oh, look what it is.
Yeah.
I tell you what, hey, Becky, why you come? Hey, Becky, I tell you what, you so tough, Becky. I'm black, okay? So don't look for a white dude when you come down here. Look for a black dude when you come down here. I'll come down and sit in my face and bring your husband because I don't want to deal with you. And just because I got a woman here,
Did you just tell Becky P to pull
Becky
up?
thinks she's a tough bitch.
Yeah, Becky, I promise you. If you want to pull up, Becky, I guarantee you, I promise you, I'll have a woman here. Kick your fucking ass. Teach you a fucking lesson. Woman to woman. Well, I smoked a blunt on my porch and watch and laugh. I would never touch you, Becky.
But he'll touch me.
I might lose
I'm
an arm
really a
protection.
man, allegedly, according to him.
So don't worry about that. But you had Tim. Listen, everyone out there, all you fucking clowns. Listen, I'm telling you right now. You got the balls, pull out. If you're a woman, let us know you're coming. I have a woman here to kick your fucking ass. Fair for fight.
You're a woman, let
I'm
me
doing
know
this out,
you're
baby.
coming.
You're a dude, I'm gonna fuck you up myself.
Nobody wants to come to your little sticks. Like nobody wants to come to your Tornado Alley stick house. Nobody is huffing and puffing and gonna blow that down. Nobody is that stupid.
And that's my right.
The only one
once you cut my house, you're a threat, dude.
Yeah.
He now is gonna go into some fantasy rant about murder.
I'm
the only one that's talking out of your ass is you, Alice, and Michelle.
Yeah. They complain about me saying I can sit in my house. That right there lets me know that they're trying to insinuate that they would come down here and do something in my house. They don't understand that. They're going to be aggressive.
He's literally made up this whole scenario about me and other people, like out of the blue. Like he has a whole fantasy where people go to his house. And I'm like, I have declined your invitation and I do not want to go. And I keep repeatedly saying I'm not interested. And he keeps saying this like to people and like nobody's interested. Nobody.
I'm in defense of my home. You're
Becky P.
He's just sitting there, with like a saucepan on his head or something, like for protection, and maybe like I don't know, a baseball bat, and he's just convinced people are going to show up. I don't know.
Why do you always have to insert yourself under Aaron?
That's right.
Yeah, every time, I know
every
that.
time you chase her around. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Every time. Like shadows, shadows. Yeah.
And Manya, I'm not going to read all this because nobody wants to listen to you talk in a circle. And
they are right. That's
nobody gives a shit. But
oh my God, Kim-Sue.
That isn't
your
wrong,
obsession with
actually.
Aaron is sick. I really think you need to seek help. Like,
so whenever you see those dashes like that, that's a big giveaway for Chat GPT. Most people don't ever include that, especially in a tweet. So that's a big clue in when you usually see those, the hyphenated in spaces, things like that. But also I know how Manya really writes. And so, yeah, she really does Chat GPT it.
Seriously, you need to seek help. It's starting to get a little creepy now, Manya.
Yeah, all your eyes are firing. Your eyes give it away. All your cells ain't firing. I tell you that right now. I ain't no doctor, but I can see you twitching.
Okay, so y'all know another. Let's talk about who did this. But y'all know how Pork Chop posted a private chat this week, right, on her Twitter. And she did
there was a mistake on that chat. I did notice
6 of them, I think, from that private chat,
right?
And it's on her Twitter. Twitter's unlocked. So if anybody wants to go see it, it's on her Twitter, for everybody to see. Well, it's a private chat, but the person that gave it to her is Michelle, and let me show you why. So Michelle was in this chat too, right? But of course, they didn't show any parts of Michelle being in the chat. She was in the chat, and let me tell you why Michelle gave it to her, because when Pork Chop was showing, like, she has screen recordings, right? On every one of them it says Megan blocked, message hidden, because Michelle has me blocked. Nobody else in that chat has me blocked. So that gives it away that Michelle gave her.
The chat. Yeah, we know what it is. Yeah.
Now there's 2 other ways we figured out it was Michelle too, but I'm going to wait for the person who found that to put that out in a video, because they're going to be putting it in a video. So there's actually 3 ways that prove that Michelle did this, but this is the first, because every one of these has Megan blocked, and that's because Michelle blocked me and then gave the chat. Now she only could give the chat the part up until she was put out of there, because eventually
there's a chat called secret chat.
Only give that part, but
this is where it gets crazy, y'all. He starts going into like Darth Wolf mode. I challenge you to try to decipher what he says like in the next minute or so. Like it's just gonna be nuts now. It's just gonna be like, good luck trying to understand him now.
Nikki was in it, but she didn't have me blocked, so I can still see her stuff.
Are you for real?
is the one that did it. And so here's the proof that she was in this chat. The chat got changed eventually to avocados after Michelle left.
Nobody cares.
See,
Yeah. I don't care.
Right here, it says Michelle. It's real small. Right under October 30th, it says Michelle.
Oh, you just
wrote in there.
Oh, you've got more patience than I do. I'd be telling shit.
So you are busted, Michelle, giving a private chat out. So if y'all think she won't give the DMs out or your private chat, you are wrong. If she'll do it to us, she will do it to you too. So be careful.
Absolutely nothing.
Dirty, dirty, dirty bitch.
Can you understand
that? You are dirty.
He's having someone take that shit away from him. He's having way too much.
I have no idea what he's saying. Like, I can usually understand him. I can't understand this, like, at all. Like, it's absolutely impossible now. I love the captions. They're not even right either.
Oh, you're
I'm illegal. Don't get mad. Is what the chat says. Like, that's what they think he said, but we know he didn't say that. Like, we're just gonna make up whatever.
Yeah, Katie is alive on Austin Sunday. She is.
Say Drake. I hate you like a. Say Drake, baby. Say Drake, baby.
Say Drake. Say Drake. Say Drake.
All right, we are going to continue on here, but yeah. So if anybody's wondering, it was Michelle that gave that chat, which is so dirty to give out a private chat. So be ready because all y'all's DMs are going to get put out eventually too.
Unless you live in a here's the thing about that is that does she live in a one-party state?
That I'm not sure.
Oh,
you know, like,
because she didn't have permission to give out your chat.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, what they did there was awful.
It was a private chat, so it's not like, you know. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say a whole lot on that. But you're busted.
Mm-hmm.
That was dirty. So, Michelle used to talk real bad about Alice.
I didn't know that was the same dumb ass secret chat. Jeez, these people.
Right, and all of the trolls. She was all with us on all of this, and all against all of these people. Let's take a walk down memory lane for a second. We used to be in a chat together with her, and
hey,
you didn't have to handle it anymore.
Hey, chat
over here.
Chat. Wolf, stop.
Oh, so you're gonna see a dox, like, but not really. I'm not gonna show it, but they're gonna talk about somebody in chat doxing, and I watched this go down, and I think it had Pork Chop's name, and then I was like, that's not Pork Chop. Just like somebody came in with somebody's family member's name in here, and I was like, yeah, that's not one of us. Delete. So like, I don't play these games. I understand like how you guys operate, how you feel everything, but like, yeah, that was not Pork Chop.
Wolf.
Chat. Look at chat.
Okay. Go to chat.
You guys don't see it?
Oh, Pork Chop came in. Okay.
No, it wasn't. Nice try.
No, that's not
I have
my
a guess of who that is, though.
Who sure isn't? You know whose address that was? That was actually Lily's dad's address about 15 years ago. That was his address about 15 years ago. So you're wrong again. That was his address 15 years ago.
Right? They're like, look, everybody stop everything. Look. It's almost like it has, like, it's almost like modded it, like, or somebody in her vicinity. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. I love it when they
fake outrage.
I love it when they
fake outrage. Yeah, she's not a phased at all. Like, yeah, this is all fake. This is all stupid theater.
They get it wrong. I don't have an apartment. I have a condo. You dumb fucking bitch.
Dumb. I'm not
and
dumb.
my address is
You're
not
dumb.
Baton Rouge anymore. It's outside of Baton Rouge. So wrong again. Wrong again.
I live amongst the
That was her dad's
crawdads.
address 15 years ago. Maybe even a little more.
Yeah, I think that was mod too because of the way it was delivered and everything.
Yep.
So
You got it wrong, Corky. You rotten piece of meat. Thank you for hiding them, April.
Hey, you do know what you need to do now, right? Even Wolf, you guys.
Wolf, come back off of your thing.
Wolf, you guys do know what you guys need to do now.
Collect secret fake evidence.
Just put your filters up. You're gonna have to update your filters.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah,
like, because she's trying. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is go in and your filters and put your address in, and then put like some things of your address in.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm not worried about this address because this was his 15 years ago.
Right.
Somebody else lives there. They might get
that way it has to be approved.
This could be like a total sidebar conversation, like in the chat, but they like to torture us.
By someone.
Whoa, can we come off of that thing now?
She finally lost it. Can we come off of that?
I think everybody wants you to come off of that thing because nobody can understand you.
Right? It's like just pandemonium.
You're what would you call that? Like a robot?
The microphone, the robot.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even realize he's got stuck.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
Oh yeah, you've been talking like a robot this whole time. Yeah, Shay, you knew it. Shay was like, "What's going on with Wolf?"
That was Jigsaw. That was Jigsaw's fault.
So it was all by accident. This whole time he's Darth Vadering. Nobody understands a word that he's saying. He's like, "Oh, the whole you buffoon."
I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
that's on me.
Oh, that was Jigsaw. Okay,
Yeah, Jigsaw.
I was like,
bad.
I know that voice.
Well, that was Jigsaw. You want to play a game?
Yeah, I hit the clown sound to make the horn. I hit the other button at the same time. So, and Jigsaw's the sound picker I use. So.
Oh, thank you for getting that, Shay.
Can't you see? Young wolf / that would be a wolf pup on a tricycle, and he was, and he's like Jigsaw.
In April, and tell about that troll.
I did not know. I'm sorry. I did not know.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
that in April.
That thing that
on the tricycle.
It came in. That pork chop channel is already gone.
Oh, that figures. Yeah, well,
that's amazing that you discovered all of that, like in such a short span of time, Ma. It's almost like you knew.
You doxed his old address from 15 years ago. He doesn't even live there anymore. I don't live in Baton Rouge anymore. Dumbasses.
You were taking that DeLorean back in time again, like you was. Rojo took a DeLorean back in time last week. You got the wrong shit.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Beep beep. DeLorean took the wrong trip to the Jeep. All right, good job. When we get up to the drink about 5 bottles of wine. That feels funny.
Well, this is
Wolf, you're on the stream. The Wolf, you're not on the stream. I'm like, okay,
so, somebody was mad that we put out the information about the chat now, weren't they?
Ooh, big mad. Big mad. Hey, go change the diaper. It's more joint.
No, it was just you guys stirring it.
Be all right.
Oh, y'all just don't have my new address, and I love it. Even my mail doesn't come to my new address. I'm fucking mad.
Nobody cares about your crawdads.
Okay.
I mean, y'all for pounds.
All right.
That's the reason. Y'all didn't change this fucking like a shit show kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Next.
I have a crawdad story really quick. It's really gross. I don't know why I want to tell this story, but I just got triggered into it. So you're gonna have my nerd story, church story. So, we used to go like do summer camps and winter camps and stuff like that. And we did a summer camp, and there was always like practical jokes happening. This is like, it was the 90s. So bullying was totally fair game, And so like boys versus girls would happen a lot. And so like at winter camp, like the girls froze the boys' underwear, and then it cracked the underwear, actually broke some of the underwear. Summer camp, somebody threw in our cabin a fish, and it had dubious looking hair on it, and just put it that way. And it landed in my friend's suitcase, who I'm still friends with, by the way, landed in my friend's suitcase. And then I was elected, because I was apparently the most rugged out of everybody, to remove said fish. So I don't want to touch said fish because I don't know what was on said fish. So I had to like cast it out the window. Anyway, it kept escalating constantly. And then they thought it was a good idea to put crawdads in one of our cabin mates' hair. And all of that was drama. And then they got in trouble. It was the crawdads in the hair that took it. Crawdads are so gross. I don't know. I was a little bit triggered. I was really triggered by crawdads. I was like, the poor girl's like, and they just had like I don't know where they collected these crawdads, but like they had these crawdads and they like dumped it on her. And it was just really, really over the top. But I think I'd still take the crawdads over the dead fish with the dubious hair on it landing in a suitcase of clothes, because that happened to my friend and that really sucked. That was too bad. But it was the 90s and it was Baptist summer camp and Baptist winter camp, and who knows, there's a lot of weird tension. It's really bizarre choices were made.
All my bills are paperless, so it's like no reason. Anyway,
right.
Right. I don't give a shit.
But I always am amazed that people eat crawdads because they look horrifying.
Let's see, for fuck's sake, just look at who the one clown was responding to. All the other clowns. This was in a chat with us. Now I could show the whole thing, but then I would show other people that were in this chat. And I don't know that they would be too happy about that.
Right.
So because it was a private chat. But Michelle was in this chat every single day talking bad about Alice.
You can't show that chat. I would venture to say you can't show that chat, because if that's the same bullying chat, you ought not to show that chat. I bet you it would be a bad move on your part. I'm just saying. That one time at Baptist Church Winter, I mean, there's some funny stories, I'll tell you that.
She's sucking up to right now,
I'm gonna throw up the screenshots. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna do that.
So I covered up people for privacy, other people in the chat.
Okay.
It's all the usual.
This is her at the bottom. Her
look at that shit. Oh my God.
Digging for content and views, maybe. Yeah, she talked about Chess. She talked about everybody.
Everybody. Like that one short on my.
Oh no, you talked about Chess. Oh no.
A panel page with the clown. She made that about Alice. I didn't. I wouldn't make it look like that.
And Megan and I will probably show ourselves on our channel as soon as we are ready to do so. Wonder what the clowns will say then. They're already.
We also know, like, at the time, when you had her as a co-host, you lied to her quite a bit. So, like, everybody knows that she's seen it from your lens. So, like, I don't know why this is a gotcha. Like, nobody cares.
She called us every name in the book. So all y'all were clowns to her. But now she's sucking y'all's butts so hard because she knows she did all this.
I hear my husband. I'll be back.
Hey, Rob. I'm going
to my husband.
Have a good night. I don't think that Blank can present any more evidence. Oh, I thought that was your best friend, Michelle.
Oh, shit. Oh, whoa. What?
You said a lot about that person, too. A lot.
Whoa, you just spooky here. I heard thunder, lightning, and black clouds and shit.
Thunder, lightning. Very, very frightening.
Damnation, I wish we could do a live about that crazy woman. I'd blast her to the moon and back.
You said damnation? That's funny. Damnation.
She was talking about Cheshire right here.
She incredible. She ain't blown away now. It's okay.
And this was talking about Alice. Oh my God, she's so dang predictable.
Yeah, I think
I've got.
Oh, this is so scandalous.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
It's just so scandalous. Oh my gosh.
Of these. If we need to go through every last one of them, I will come back and go live and go through every last one.
Yeah, it's at 125 speed. So
just I might just put them in a little video.
Oh, that's another one right there. That's hilarious, dude.
Almost 100% sure it's Alice. I just talked to Megs. Alice said in a tweet the other day that Megan had messed with the wrong one. This was after our live exposing the dumbass bitch. It's actually Alice that is messing with the wrong two. Megs and myself are not ever going to be silenced by this bitch.
That's regular speed.
Wow, Michelle, isn't Alice your best friend? Holy moly.
Great post, Michaela. I'm going to post weed on that. Bravo.
Damn, Michelle. You flipped.
It's almost like you said that shit. Oh, you did. You did say that. That's right.
Meg doesn't flip.
Dumbass. You playing rookies over here, dude. You were wolves. We're wolves for a reason over here. We eat. Wolves, you ready to eat? We eat. We play the truth 100% time.
And we all go live tomorrow night. We're going to have more fun. It's going to be an epic.
A crawdad is a daddy crawfish.
It'd be more fun tonight. And we're having a lot of fun right now. That's why we're still here.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And this is just a little small taste.
Yeah. Y'all know how to do it.
So all these screenshots of Alice, all of the screenshots that we ever showed on this, when Michelle used to come on this live, that we used to show, and they would say, who's sending Megs all those screenshots? Michelle was the one that used to send every single screenshot.
Yeah, we know that. You told us that on the live. We already knew that.
It was
we already knew that.
And that's what she did here.
I know everything, right?
She literally said that when they were doing it. Like,
you know everything from a different timeline and different state of mind than everybody else does.
This was about Alice. Okay, now I'm pissed. I dare the bitch.
Oh, motherfucker, you throwing that's fighting words, Michaela.
This is an old tweet she made.
Michaela, I didn't know you could get so fired up. Oh my goodness.
I think this is one that you had pulled up, right, Wolf?
Okay. Yes. I might be. It's blue. My is green. I don't know where that one came from.
Oh, this might have just been an old one that we had.
Yeah. Everybody knows I identify my shit. You know, it's black screen and most likely green. It might be mine. Most likely, if it's white, somebody sent it to me. Most likely, so.
Right. She said, "We're not doing this, Alice," and she made a YouTube short about it. I want y'all to know, if you want to see every YouTube short that Michelle ever made on Alice, they're on my channel, available to be viewed. And there's lots of them.
You have to wait for it today.
And there's several talking about how much she loves Wolf and I too in short. So go check them out.
I don't know what this is supposed to prove. Like, we all know that, like, she was like, you know, buddies with you, and now she's not buddies with you. I don't know what's so shocking. I don't see any new revelation or anything surprising or anything all that serious that she said. Like, yeah, she said something like when you're in a, you know, internet fight with people, but like, it's like nothing that serious. It's nothing that Wolf says. Like, you know, if she said things that Wolf says, then yeah, I'd be like, whoa, what kind of person are you, Michelle? But these are just like very like mundane, goofy things. Like, who cares? Like, this is such a nothing burger. Nobody cares. Yeah. Yeah, Wading in Creeks. Oh, I have a Wading in Creek story too. It didn't end well for me. I Superman and split my chin open at summer camp. Because there's like granite rock, you know, and it gets real smooth and slick. And I don't know why we thought this was a good idea, because we had the whole lake that we canoed in and stuff like that too. But they were like, we want to go up to the spring. And so we were like kind of playing inside in and out of the spring. I think we were up there really because some of the girls want to wear a 2-piece, and that was forbidden in the Baptist camp. And so, you know, we went up there and kind of just get away from, I guess, adult monitoring, even though we weren't doing anything like naughty. It was just like, go away. But like, yeah, I slipped and fell and split my chin open, and then it was like crazy. I like fell down and like sunk down like the creek. Like, it wasn't even that deep. I would say it was maybe like 3 inches or so, or 4 maybe 4 inches of water. But I had knocked myself silly because I slipped, and then I landed on a ledge chin first, and it was like a Superman uppercut, you know. And so I was like completely like dazed and like almost out of it. And so I'm just sliding down the creek because I've just gone limp. And this guy just plucks me out of the water like it's nobody, like no problem at all. Just plucks me out, and like there's blood everywhere. And he just so happened to be a paramedic. Like, he just so happened to be. And so like it was like fate, you know, like I got the help I needed right away. But yeah, and that was the 90s. So what was interesting is like what normally would happen these days, because of the helicopterness of everything, is like you probably get sent down the hill and tell your parents that you have to get picked up or whatever. But no, this summer camp had their own doctor that stitched me up, and I was supposed to call my mom and tell my mom what happened, but I didn't want to. And so she found out from my friend's mom, and she was mad when I came home. But that's my story.
Mm-hmm. No, I probably got tweets of everybody over there damn near saying they love me. Just stab me back. In a not love me in a non-creepy way.
Saying, you sure begged for my attention, but I thought y'all are best friends now.
Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya.
Moving on. All right.
She's like all fired up. She thinks he's got like, you know, something big to say. Do you trolls understand? Meg's friends will never leave her. Yes, nearly every one of them she's ever had has. But that doesn't count because they were trolls. Yeah. Like, seriously. It's different when you betray your trolls, right? That's different, right? Dun, dun, dun.
So, yeah. Her right
Latent
here,
trolls.
You know, talking about having our back, having my back, all of that, right?
Breaking news, we have Trixie.
If I were to get served with this bunch of lies from somebody, I would just let it go. It won't be hard at all not to mention that bitch's name. She is going to get laughed out of court when Veda and Aaron go in May. I just feel it to my bones. Wow, Michelle.
We love you right here. Michaela's the
Mind you, she's working off the information that you idiots provided, and you idiots were the ones that picked a fight with somebody that is not a creator, that does not have a channel for no reason, and picked on her, and picked on her, and picked on her, and picked on her. And Steve made 12 videos of her, 12 videos of her, like nonstop. And you guys had a secret chat about it. Like, and so, yeah, like she's literally viewing things from your guys' lens, but you guys are far more responsible and culpable because you guys have been around longer. You guys know exactly what you're doing.
Shit, though.
See, there's the proof that she used to send all the screenshots. Look at that. I bet
We
she
already
left that out.
knew
When
that. Genius Meg the betrayer. We already knew that because you guys stated it at the time when it was happening. We also know that Wolf takes a lot too. Duh. We're not surprised. We also know Jackie screenshotted my insult where I said, "Oh yeah, Jackie's the girl that drives Roadhog to his KKK rallies." Yeah, I said that. Yep, screenshot that.
she gave some DMs out now, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh man, somebody cooking right now. I can smell.
I'm totally not involved, but I will totally enable it. Jackie Sunshine. Yep. Like her arguments and spiels about like he does what he does. There's nothing I can do. It's just ridiculous. You just are ridiculous, Jackie.
Smell it. I smell burning meat. Somebody cooking right now. Might be barbecue.
Absolutely. This will be so fun to bust her on a lie. Don't give that to anyone so we can use it. LOL. After she sent some screenshot. But she's the innocent one, right?
You
he
played
didn't do
yourself,
nothing
man.
wrong.
See, I didn't know about it. Of course, of course, I didn't know about this stuff, but I mean, I knew you had it, but I looked at myself. Wow.
Right.
Fucking wow. What a piece of shit. Oh my God.
And then she changed.
She did say that, didn't she, at some point, and said it was fake. I forgot about that. So I guess it's not fake. Interesting.
Change the background because she can change the background for it would be pink and red to view for her and me. But anyway, and she blocked me, but long time ago. So anyway, I told her check your PayPal because I sent her money several times, and I said love you. Oh, Megan, you should have not done that. I love you too. So she tried to say that I never sent her any money. But tomorrow night I'm coming with the PayPal receipts too.
Because that's what friends do. they come up with the PayPal receipts.
So be prepared.
Like, it's just bizarre. I have helped friends out that I've fallen out with in Unifam, for instance. And I just think it's just poor taste to do this sort of thing. I just think it's tacky. It makes you look like a bad friend. I'm just saying.
Y'all thought you were rookies? I told you. We are wolves. Male wolves, lady wolves. And we don't fuck around. We come with the facts. If we say it, because we got the facts to back it up already.
Look,
if I don't say it, I ain't got the facts yet.
Looking up Alice by all the different names. She's saying nothing comes up.
Remember what Meg said just a little bit ago, how people show you others' DMs. They will show you yours. Yeah, I know. Which she does all the time. I've seen her dump DMs quite a bit.
Yeah, no mention. We look. That's how I know she is now.
I mean, I have nothing to lose because, I just have nothing to lose. I mean, y'all.
You just snuck that.
Nobody's mad at me for everything that was said in my DMs. They know, everybody knows everything. So you ain't going to make nobody mad at me. So I have nothing to lose.
Trick says, in Michelle's defense, hang on 1 second here. Raffle, are you stuck? Come on. You just have to push through. You do it every day. Come on. We have one of those like screen doors that are not really a screen door. It's like a screen curtain, and you just push through it because it's magnetic. And every so often he's like, but I can't get through. But he like does it every day. So it's funny. You can do it. He'll convince himself to do it in a few minutes. So let's see here. In Michelle's defense, it was a payment for Michelle's share of the PayPal, and they got on the stream. Yeah. I have to have the screen because I do not like mosquitoes.
Lose.
Yeah, you better, hey, you got bitch slap. You try to step in the ring, chance you're alive, now you got bitch slap. Okay?
Oh my gosh, I have 2 cigarettes left. Did you like the community post?
You know, all this is making me feel is like glad that I don't smoke. Smoking is like really expensive. Like I'm kind of glad I don't smoke. But yeah, Trick says in Michaela's defense, it was a payment for the share of PayPal. So, you know, she always says everybody else is twisting things, but we know that she twists things quite a bit. So I'm not shocked.
Oh, is that from you, or did we get a PayPal from our stream? Either way, thank you, love you. I said that's from me. I sent her more money for cigarettes.
Listen, wow, oh, God.
What would be the best thing I might have at home to take for my reflux? I'm out of my med and don't have the $12 to get it. We need PayPals, lots of them.
Wow.
I'm going to see if I can get a few surveys in. I need cigarettes for tonight. Look, check your PayPal.
Listen, maybe she needs some Prilosec. You know, I understand. Like, that can be pretty painful.
PayPal. I sent her money again.
Damn, look at that.
Again. Her accent comes out more thicker. Ah, man.
Who's the grifter now, bitch?
Yeah, you gripped, man. You gripped her.
Bitch.
Boy, get away, gripped her, motherfucker. That's what you are. Yep.
I'm so sorry that happened. I will be honest. I don't care too much to be in the chat of Aaron's lives. You already know I don't like Shill. I don't care for Sue either. She is shitty to Beta. I don't quite understand why Aaron and Steve have them as
you should be shitty to Beta
mods, but it's really none of my business. I just choose not to participate. Wow, Michelle.
Let me some facts, baby. Let me some facts.
Good for you. At least you recognize that. Like, you weren't fooled by them.
Facts, man. You pick a spot. Ooh,
that actually is good on you.
Ether, man.
Good post. I'm looking forward to bringing awareness to issues surrounding mental health issues this month. I'm trying to come up with a short. I am not in a great mood right now. I haven't had a cigarette since Friday. Ugh, that's an issue in itself.
It's a hell of a habit. I mean, I'll give you guys that. It's a hell of a habit. Let me see here. I'm just taking a peek here, checking it out. Quit smoking 10 months ago. Congrats. Congrats on you. Yeah, I don't cast judgment on smokers because I know what a bitch it is. And anything becomes like a habit physically, like, you know, nail biting and stuff, like it's on that level kind of, but then it's also on a physical addiction level to nicotine and then you associate smoking with things. Like, you associate smoking if you go out with friends, like to a craft beer place, and you step out, and you associate smoking with when you step out of the bar, or if you have a coffee, or on the way driving home, or whatever. Everybody has their associations, and then when you're doing those things, you also want to smoke. And so it is a bitch of a habit to have. I'm so glad I've never picked it up. I have tried smoking occasionally, you know, when you're a young person, but I have asthma and it just doesn't bode well for me. So I'm not a smoker, but it's so expensive. Like, it really is bloody expensive.
Damn.
Them.
Oh my God. Sue subbed to our channel. I hope she enjoys the content. Yeah. LOL. I hope she gives us plenty of PayPals. Ha 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 ha.
Gotta have that money.
Look, Alice is gone. She was showing me
again. I don't.
Yeah.
Every time, man. A lot of time. Man, every time.
I think when Alice goes dark, I think it's whenever she's reached a limit and she just needs to take a break. Because I don't think it's that she's completely running off. I think it's just, I need to take a break. And no matter who you are, I don't care if you're Cheshire. There are times like when, like, you know, Cheshire used to go back and forth all the time and stuff. Like, there's times where some people need to take a break for whatever reason. And so it's whatever. I do not like Cheshire, but actually really kind of felt for her dog dying. I thought, well, that sucks, you know, because she did love her dog.
I'm not sure if it will let me send money from Venmo to PayPal. I may have to take cash out later and put it on my PayPal, then send to you. I was trying to get her money. I had it on my old Venmo that I don't have anymore. And because I don't use Venmo anymore, but
okay.
on my PayPal, but the Venmo was actually some, my ex's.
That's when they docked that shit. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. But I was trying to find a way to get money to her. So what did I do? I went out in the rain, and went and took money off the card and put it on the PayPal to make sure she could get some cigarettes. Because I know when you want a cigarette real bad and you don't have any, it does suck, right? All the smokers out there, you know how it's like. So anyway, I was just trying to be kind to somebody who I thought really cared about me back.
Exactly.
I hope we get some money tonight so we can pay you back.
Oh, that's a knockout. That might be a
knockout. I have 3 left.
I was in a pretty big conflict with Red's Rhetoric, and he got caught in pretty much what we think is like dubious amounts of GoFundMes with multiple people passing money back and forth constantly, and just a lot of money flowed through Red's Rhetoric, a lot, and he got called out for a few things. And then he said that somebody died and he was having a hard time mentally and stuff, and people let off the gas. They left him alone because it's just not worth it when people, saying, hey, somebody passed and I'm at my limit. It's not worth it, still fighting when that happens. And so like people let off the gas and stuff. And sometimes it's the right thing to do, even if the person's hot garbage, because you can't dehumanize people that you're in a conflict with. You can't dehumanize them ever.
She never paid for StreamYards, not one time. I
use your channel forever. Use your channel forever.
Maybe we should ask Tammy Sue to post our PayPal links a time or two, depending on how busy she is with the chat. Which Tammy Sue always posted the link.
This is awesome, yeah.
Can we push to 9? I'm taking a few surveys trying to get cigarettes.
And y'all say some prayer, Tammy Sue, right now. She got something going on at the house, so I mean she's fine, but something at the house, but just pray for her. She's doing good. She's okay though. She's okay though.
Yeah, she's going through some definitely prayers, hugs, love. I hope things they are going to get better. We're going to be
yeah. I mean, she's fine, y'all. Just say something at the house. It's good though.
Yes,
you're saying that these are fake.
Y'all talk to her right now.
Sounds good to me. I need $2.52 to buy a pack of cigarettes. Trying to do surveys. Let's beg.
What you smoking? $2.52. That's some cheap shit.
Yeah.
About a Newport.
Now, I bet y'all anything, because of showing this, they're going
to... Is she? Well, there's like a white bubble and there's the pink background too. I don't know. But like you would know.
They're going to go create some fake shit, because just remember, all my stuff's already been put out. So anything else that comes out now is going to be bullshit.
Yeah, if it don't match this shit, it don't match this, there's a problem.
Yeah, listen, I didn't want to say this in front of Reagan, but it is hard for me to support Steve 100% when he doesn't see the truth about Sue or Shill. Yes, he does. But anyway, so yeah, that was just a little taste. There's so much more. I mean, so much more. Not to mention,
you ain't no stakes over there. Because that shit.
You made it. Good job.
We've got live streams. I wrote down several timestamps.
No, I don't have food for you yet.
Of her talking about, Alice.
I know.
Different trolls, all of that. Those are all free to be viewed on my channel as well.
Right on.
You might pull up one or something.
If y'all don't know, sorry, you can't sue nobody for it either. For a fact, that's Megan's intellectual property. Is her channel. You can't say shit about it, dude.
I do have one, because one of the live stream timestamps I wrote down, I'm going to go pull it up in just a second. Michelle was backing up that Lily only came into the birthday stream for less than 2 minutes and only said hi to Lily and happy birthday. She knows that she never spoke on Fortnite or anything.
I think it's interesting that they're bringing up the argument that Cheshire makes that like most of us don't make. And she just brings it on and on like it's everybody else's argument.
Anything else like that. So she's out there lying and not telling the truth. This live that I'm going to pull up in a second debunks her lies.
Anyway, are you being triggered, Meg? Are you? Hey, Meg. Friends are your friends until they leave you. Then they become trolls, right? Oh, friends are friends forever. until Megan betrays them.
Sleep already. Sniper sleep already.
I didn't want to have to. I didn't want to have to pull all this shit out, but you have pushed me.
You pushed. Yeah.
Don't
I know.
push
A couple. You know what I'm saying? A couple times, maybe ready to put it out. And I'm like, no, just a little more patience. But yeah, y'all keep pushing. So fuck y'all,
Put
man.
your spy clothes on. Quick, everybody, trench coats.
Yeah.
Trench
Man,
coats.
I mean, we already know this. In the morning, we're gonna wake up
to
to Pork Chop having a post at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Manic post in the morning, 5 o'clock. Yeah.
But guess what? Trixie and Pork Chop, aka Alice. I don't care
Alice by then. Alice back by then.
Nobody that matters believes anything any of you have to say about me. Anybody that does believe you is just a trashy troll, and they don't matter to me.
I don't care about
So
anyway.
it doesn't affect my channel. It doesn't change anything. So I don't care what y'all put out about me. It's already been said. Y'all done everything you can do.
Y'all not credible. You've done everything you can. Yeah, exactly.
You've gone real life on me and done everything.
But they keep insinuating that they want to come here and do something because they're mad that I'm wanting to defend my house because everything.
And then you think you had a gotcha moment with Lily's dad's old address from 15.
Wolf is still going on about people showing up at his house. Nobody wants to go to your house in the sticks. First of all, there's no, nobody wants to go to your stick house.
Years ago, where he lived before I even really knew him.
Yeah.
That's so hilarious.
That sucked. That was bad. That was really bad.
That was bad. That was such an epic fail because, they don't know what little town outside of Baton Rouge I'm considered in. So, oh well.
That was such a horrible bomb. You didn't get a better one. That was horrible. Let's see.
All right, let me go find it. If I can't get to it fast, we can pull it up tomorrow or something.
Okay.
But we'll see if I can get to it real fast. Depends on my computer. If it's gonna be slow.
That's Janny,
but that's
a little right there. That's it right there. Put that on there right there. It's going on the favorites right there. Remember something stupid shit, take a flag.
Put on your special disguises,
Thank
everybody.
you, Clowns. Appreciate this. I thought you can give me shit quality entertaining.
Yeah,
fun,
I
right?
told you it was going to be interesting tonight.
Exactly. Fun for us. I said fun for us. I didn't say fun for you. I said doing fun for us, though.
Yeah, it was a blast.
All we're doing is tell the truth. Hey, y'all be mad all you want to. All we're doing is tell the truth.
Yeah.
You can't say we're making up shit. We're telling the truth and showing the truth. So be mad all you want to.
Tomorrow, when you go live on yours, we're going to have some more fun again.
Yeah. When you try to lie, we going to tell the truth. You try to work, you lie.
I don't think you tell the truth, bud.
The truth. We're the opposite of your coin.
I'm not going to show your lies. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be playing, it might be playing quietly in the background or something.
You can show people's lives, Meg. You can show people's lives. You just have to comment.
So I'm not going to do anything where you're going to strike me or anything. So don't worry.
Your former friends who flip to the other side of the coin. You're the bad side or the good side. You lie, we tell the truth. And we don't care. We don't care who is in the truth, even when we're in the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
We're going to tell it no matter what, bad or good. That's something you were not capable of. What integrity.
When he does that quiet part, it always makes me laugh. I don't know why, but he'll be ranting and then he'll slow down and he'll be like, "You're not capable of integrity." He does that all the time. He'll go, pull up my house. And he'll be yelling about it. And then he'll go, "I will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law." He does that. And every time he does that, I lulls. It's just too funny.
He's mad because God gave it to us and he didn't give it to you. Because God gave it, you got it, you ain't got it. That's simple. And to me, it comes easy. Most people don't understand that if you fuck up a simple, my bad, homie, is better than not taking accountability for shit. Some people are so fucking have no integrity, they can't even just say simple, my bad, dude. It kills them to say my bad. So that when they friends they didn't do something wrong to. I guarantee you, if you learn to say my bad, even with small shit, you have more friends in your life.
I say my bad when I'm sincere. I don't say it just to make somebody not come at me.
It was right after the birthday live.
Good night, Madam Shay. Okay.
So.
Good night, Madam. Rest well.
Good night.
Yep.
I might say my bad less, but at least least there's like.
So I'm playing a new game. Y'all playing. It's called Frag
reason
Punk. It's like
behind
a
it.
shooter game.
There it is. This is it. Late night chat. Yeah. I think this is
Yeah, his
it.
sermons are
Let
really
me get
funny.
to the timestamp and just
But not
double
nearly
check.
as
Oh yeah, because I could see I was
ridiculous as
just
Tiffer's
here.
sermon earlier. That was
Pause
ridiculous.
that and get to timestamp.
Yeah, we're almost done. I don't know if there's anything exciting after this.
13:09.
This really wasn't the most exciting stream anyway, but let me see.
All of this and my child the entire time, and now she's over there supporting what they're saying on TikTok and all of that. So we're going to talk.
She always says people are supporting coming at her kid. I leave your kid out of it, so I don't support it, and I don't like Cheshire. And I think you're assuming an awful lot. And we've seen this before. This is the same tactic that Steve's used. This is the same tactic that Cheshire used when she was over there, which is like all these trolls that don't like us are all connected. They're all one. They're like the Borg. And that's just not the case. It's just that there's people in different groups that just don't like you. And they don't appreciate you. And they have a problem with the things that you do. So there's that. So yeah, they assume that you guys are going to talk about it, you know. So anyway, this has been going on for 3 hours. I didn't think I would go on this long, but you know how it is if you watch a video. I tend to try to not, I try to not completely Frankenstein videos, because that way you can't be accused of taking something out of context. But it means that you have to wade through a lot of BS, a lot of dumb stuff. Like Tiffer's sanctimonious sermon, like where she just gets on panel and you sense that she thinks she's better than her panelists. She's better than us. She's better than everybody. And then she goes on to support Roadhog. You know, it's just so strange. It's so bizarre. But it is Friday night, is it not? So you guys enjoy the rest of the night. I might be doing a series about handmaids. I have a co-host that may co-host with me. I'm not sure yet. It is heavy though. Handmaid's Tale is heavy, and we're in the, I think, 6th season right now, and so there's a lot to talk about with this. But again, that sort of heavy content. So like it's not for everybody. So like those always come for like a trigger warning kind of thing. But thanks for everybody coming. Appreciate that. If you could just hit the like button, I'd appreciate that, just because it helps. I'm always out of the algorithm, so anything like that does help. Engagement does help. And have a good weekend. Don't let the bastards get you down, as it says in Handmaid's Tale. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye. Raffle, you're gonna get food. Hang on, I'm gonna get you your dinner.